What's up, everybody? How are y'all? Yeah, I had to throw in a little funny, fancy intro. I like this one too. Let me show you this one. Okay, this one. Okay, this one. Yeah, that's another one I like. Man, this is wild. So, who wants to come on up? I'm on my phone. One thing I noticed, I can't share. I could be playing to news, but somehow from my phone, StreamYard doesn't allow you to share screens. That's weird. Let's see. Yeah. Hey, this is everybody's faces right now. Hold on, let me see. This is everybody's faces right now. This is everybody's face right now. Like God, I ah, make America great again. And then you got you know the dragging and dragging and dragging. So man, and then this lady is like, "Oh yeah, we got you those missing ballots coming in." Oh yeah, yeah. I like this one right here. Look at Trump. Oh man, this election is interesting. Look, they got the makeups and everything. They all smiling. Oh, this is my favorite one. Don't worry, guys. President Trump got the glow of God. Let's pray for our president. We need him back in the White House. Jesus, we pray in your name. Come on, make President Trump great again. The Democrats, these demons, they're against our president who's making us great. Jesus. I like that picture. Oh man. Oh, where's the other one? This one. uh, what's up, bro?
Hey man, what's going on?
Oh, just chilling, man. Hey, what you like the pictures?
Oh yeah, this is funny.
Oh man, I'm just I'm like, man, a lot of stuff happening. So
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I think it's gonna be a lot that's about to get revealed over time,
mm,
and I mean, watch what I tell you. It's gonna be a lot that's gonna come out, and you might have some people you might have some people going to jail behind this.
yeah,
I bet.
that's what I'm. To me, I'm like, if they're finding out, because I remember even I saw the show with Angry Man. He was showing like the different videos
Oh
where
yeah,
yeah, I was like, bro, like that's wild.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, those videos was floating around, and then they got another. I don't know if those were video. Okay, let me ask you this: do you know who Tim Pool is?
No, Tim Pool.
Yeah,
No, who
he
is
has.
that?
His channel on here is called Timcast, and he gives commentary. Um, but he be talking about a lot of this stuff that's going on. Um, he see pull up articles and speak about things. Um,
Is there a white dude with a funny hat in his head? Tim Cass. It got like 1 million views.
yeah,
I mean subscribers.
yeah,
Man,
yeah.
is he a politician or? Oh, okay, I see.
No, he.
Oh wow, millions of views. He must be making money. Damn.
Hey, that dude, no, that dude is legit though. Like he got some great content. Like I like his stuff because he actually was talking about one where he did one video where he was saying that it was an article he was speaking on it. Nancy Pelosi might be on the brink of being up out of here, not like losing her spot.
All like from the Congress.
Yeah, she may be on the brink of losing her spot.
Yeah, because the election is still like the congressional election is still it's not over yet.
Hmm.
It's still going on.
Yeah. So you got that madness. Um, and then I think in what was that, Michigan? They
Yeah.
got people like putting these little like paper or cardboards or something. Matter of fact, I
Mm.
think Trump talked about it in his speech yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, he putting them over the window so no you can't see in there.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like and another one where it was in Detroit where they
Mm-hmm.
won't allow Republicans to come in and help count the vote. They were just keeping Democrats inside, like Democrats workers. And then I guess a black guy was like, he said Detroit voted Trump. He said, why you guys don't want us to come in and help count? He said we have to be fair. You can just have one sided, you know.
Mm-hmm. No,
Yeah.
yeah, it's going. I'm telling you, and see, I'm gonna tell you like this thing here, and I don't like to be fickle with people. Like, look, we should have the right to vote for who we want to vote for.
Yeah.
That's all right. But I done had it up to here with these Biden supporters, and this is what I'm saying. Like, a lot of them don't understand what's about to happen if he gets in there.
Mm. Yeah.
They don't understand, because I told people, I made a post on Facebook the other day. I say, y'all think y'all happy? I say, now watch when this stuff gets implemented. You gonna wish that you still
Yeah.
had Trump. And people's like, no, anything's better than him. I say, okay. I say, well, understand, you gonna have mandatory masks and you gonna have mandatory vaccinations. Oh, I ain't
Mm.
taking that shit. No, 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 no. Excuse, I can't. Well, profanity is okay, right? Because I do slip up.
Yeah. I mean, you can. Yeah.
Okay,
It's fine. Usually, I try to keep my channel kind of clean because I
okay,
know how the shadow ban. But you
yeah,
can. I can allow. We are adults. We can allow things.
yeah.
Besides YouTube, I really they make my content already 18 and up. So
yeah.
yeah.
So I mean, it's crazy. Like they, they sitting up here. Yeah, anything's better than him. Anything's better than him. I say, I get what you're saying, and you got a right to your opinion. I said, but I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all think y'all gonna be able to all this stuff y'all been able to do. Um, y'all ain't gonna your freedom of speeches is gonna be gone. Your gun
Mm,
rights is gonna be gone. They coming for it. They
yeah.
coming at full swing. Oh, they ain't taking my stuff. Okay, thank God. I see. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know what part of the country you live in, but I live in
I'm in
Houston.
Texas.
I'm in Houston. Oh, you
Yeah.
are?
I mean, we Houston. Yeah, same city. Yeah,
Yeah.
we neighbors.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. I'm in Houston, man. I came down here from Chicago years ago. So it's and I know one thing about these people in these red states, they ain't having that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A lot of people like I know some of my Houstonian friends who are Democrats. They were like, "Oh, why Texas voted for Trump?" I'm like, you guys don't understand what's happening. Like, one thing I love about Texas, bro. Like, even me, I was kind of surprised because I'm like, I know I can go and buy a gun, but guess what? I did my double check. I can go right now at the store Academy or Walmart anywhere
Mm-hmm.
in Texas. I can go
Mm-hmm.
and buy any gun that's available there. I can buy it, and
Mm-hmm.
they're not gonna blink an eye.
Mm-hmm.
All I have to do is just put it in my trunk and then go home and take it to my house, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
The only license on it is if I'm gonna be a carry or if I'm gonna have it inside my car, like in the open. That's
That,
the only time I need a license.
right. Yeah, because you can have it, like you can have it. You don't need a license to have it in your home.
Yeah, you don't know. But in
Yeah,
other states, in order for you to have it, you gotta have a license, which is stupid, which
exactly.
is dumb.
Yeah, they. I'm telling you, man. I, this the society, the world as we know it, is about to go through some drastic changes, and this is why I say, like, I don't believe in not being friends with somebody because of who they vote for. But when you sit up here and tell me with all of this stuff that's about to unfold and that's about to happen, that oh well, it's still anything is better than then I understand that I'm dealing with an idiot and a sheep.
Mm.
I'm sorry because I'm I'm more passionate about this country than some of these dudes that it's some cats I know that's done stints in the military,
Yeah,
and they don't see what's going on. You know?
yeah. Hey, peace to everybody coming in. I see Simply Meek, he was here earlier. Young Jay, I see you. Doug and Dale Hess. Welcome to the show. Hey, you guys are welcome to jump in. Dale S, I have yet to speak to you. You're always in the chat. Come on, don't be shy. Hey, don't worry. I won't laugh at your accent. Go ahead, man.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it's you know, I mean, and you got see a lot of these fools don't even understand how this is how politics work, and I'm like, look, this is going to the Supreme Court. You're gonna see a part two of 2000, but this time, if you remember the 2000 election with Bush and Gore.
Yeah, I remember that. I feel like when the whole thing was happening, that's the year I migrated. Like, I moved in America. I arrived in Houston in 2014. So basically, I was 14 at that time. So I got in America when the whole mess was happening. Well,
Hmm.
because I didn't really understand English back then, I was clueless. But that whole election, everywhere around the world, everybody was watching it. So
Yeah. Wow. So you came in Houston the same year I did.
yeah, yeah. Where are you from?
I'm originally from Chicago.
Okay. Oh, you migrated. You moved down to Houston that same year. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. What a coincidence.
Yeah. Cause like I'm 35, but um I moved down here at 20 after like right after my 29th birthday.
Mm,
Hmm. So yeah, man, it's you know and the thing is another problem with people, man, is see they are so like limited in their viewpoint on things. Like for example, um, you got a lot of people that's never stepped foot down here telling me how racist it is down here, right?
yeah.
And I tell them, I said, wait, how you gonna call Texas racist if you live in Chicago? Because Chicago is one of the most racist places in this country. Okay.
Wow.
See, Houston, as you may know, is a very diverse city.
Mm-hmm. Multicultural.
It's a melting pot. You name it. Like where are you from originally?
From Central Africa, Congo.
See what I'm saying? It's a lot of you guys from different parts of Africa that's
Mm,
here. You
yeah.
know, Nigerians. I met a guy from Ethiopia. I've met people from what's that? Cameroon.
Mm,
You see, and this is what I tell. This is what I used to tell somebody all the time. I said because I remember the year that I came down here in 2014. That was the same year that they was having the governor's race for Abbott was running against her name was Wendy Davis.
yeah, Governor Abbott, the handicap.
Yeah. So, now I was just helping campaign because for the chick, I didn't really know what was going on. I was just trying. I just needed a job at the time.
Yeah.
So, but with working there and going to all these different neighborhoods, man, I remember going to this one house. I never forget. I went to this one house. I rung the doorbell, and it was like I don't know what town this was in,
Mm.
but or what like neighborhood or what was it in a suburb. I don't remember that part, but I know we was in the Houston area. And I rung the doorbell, and this guy
Mm.
comes out. Is a black guy comes out
Mm.
until he starts speaking. And he had an accent.
Yeah.
He was from I think he was either from Nigeria or he was from Ghana.
Yeah.
And I was, talking with him about the candidate and everything. And then he just ended up going on like a 20-minute spiel with me, man, about how he moved down here like 20 plus years ago at the
Mm.
time. And, he was like, look, man, I don't understand like what people's problem is. Like he's like, I came here and I love it here in America. He say, I don't understand what people complain about so much here. He say,
Mm.
where I'm from, it is rough, you know.
Mm.
And I say,
Yeah.
yeah, I said I can only imagine, man. I said the thing is, a lot of these people don't even understand. There's a reason why people from all over the world is breaking their neck to get here,
Mm.
to come to America. You got certain countries and continents across the globe where you got people that they don't get good clean water. They don't have water filters like we do. They still like wash and do their laundry and hang them on the line. You know,
Yeah.
it's third world countries. You know, they got it bad. See, people don't realize how good they got it. See, y'all can like a lot of these fools. They can go on Twitter, tweet Trump, call him orange, Cheetos, racist, blah 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 blah. Try doing that in another country. Since y'all
Yeah.
want to leave America so
There
bad.
is freedom of speech doesn't exist in many places. You talk bad about the president, they can come arrest you, throw you in jail without due process, and it's over.
Hmm.
They give you five. They can give you 5 years. By the time you find a lawyer to actually fight it off, you already served your time.
Hmm.
What are you gonna say? They can't give you back your 5 years. It's gone.
Yep.
Oh, hey, that's if they mercy on you. They could just erase you out of the existence
Exactly.
and just say you die from malaria or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, y'all don't even realize how good y'all have it here. Because the thing is, these people, they so hell bent on wanting this man out of office and everything. And they don't understand, like, they think that a lot of this stuff is gonna change. Well, no, it's not. Because here's the thing, no matter who, I mean, people fail to realize, like, with all of this stuff that was going on earlier this year with the police, you know, shootings, and the guy that got kneeled on his neck and everything like that. It's stuff like that. If you think about it, even when Obama was president, you had cases of this. You see what I'm saying? And nobody blamed him for that.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? Nobody blamed Obama for when. I mean, Obama put what was the name of that law? It was a law. I can't remember it. I was just reading it just like last yesterday, and he had signed something into law back in 2015, where basically if the police like if they feel threatened, that they can go there. You
yeah,
know.
like take you down, bang bang.
Hmm.
See, and that's what I try to tell people. It doesn't matter both parties. Like, why is it called the left wing and the right wing? An eagle has two wings.
Yep.
An eagle has two wings. They work together.
Mhm. Mhm. But what this whole thing is, and I called it back in when Trump got elected in 2016. Okay, because I mean I voted for him, because I wasn't voting for Hillary. Now I caught a lot of hell behind that. I I
You're a
ain't
traitor.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, you know, it's like, oh, you're a black Republican, and I'm like, I say, if you idiots knew y'all history, you wouldn't even be questioning me on that. I say, but the fact is, and this is why it's up to people like, us younger guys, man, to really get that message out, because a lot of these people that came before us, I hate to say this because you're supposed to respect your elders. But you got a lot of people from that generation, man, that they were just so easily to control and so docile. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
And so they not, they didn't got it, they indoctrinated. See, we are like a lot of stuff that we were brought up to believe. We're starting to question it now. You
Yeah,
know.
that's why I said it's always like that. The new generation will lead us in the promised land. Why? Because like our generation learned the mistake of the previous generation, and we're trying to correct it so that
Hmm.
the next generation they're gonna have it better. It will be a big difference between their generation and the previous generation before us. It
Hmm.
will be a big contrast. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, definitely. I mean, like, you got to think about, like, right now with, because I've been familiar with Angry Man for like the last few years. Because I think when I first heard of him, it was a video I was watching, and I don't know if he was following YouTube at that time, but this was probably like about 2 3 years ago. There was this hit list that these chicks put together, and they put this list together of like channels that they was about to go flag. They went on a flagging party,
Oh
right?
yeah, I remember that. Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
Okay, of course, I wasn't surprised that Tommy Sotomayor was on that list, because he was one of the first people that talk about the stuff we talk about with BWs and stuff. He was like one of the first ones I came across, you know, that was speaking on that, and that was back in 2012. So I knew his name was on that list, and I saw Minister Jap on that list. I saw Angry Man. I saw Obsidian. And so when I seen them two, I just went. I was like, okay, all these people on this list. Let me see what their content is about, and that's kind of where it started at with me. Watching Angry Man and all that stuff, man. And I'm gonna tell you, bro, that that's why it's like a war against this what they call a manosphere, whatever. And it's because of the simple fact, man, when you waking people up from that place that they were in before, it causes problems, because now it exposes stuff about certain folks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I mean, you think about a lot of these people that over the years then went, you know, MGTOW, they done went red pill, and I mean, I heard about red pill in previous years, but I never really paid attention to it. I didn't really know what it was. And a friend of
Mm.
mine told me to look into somebody's content on YouTube, and then I checked them out, and I was like, I say, you know what? Over this like last year or so, it's really been reshaping my thinking, because I'm telling fellas now, when these people get in office, y'all better pay attention, because I didn't want to go to their site, but I went to the Biden Harris site, and you can see what their plans are, and they got that violence against women thing. Now you remember how this unfolded in '94 when that bill, what was that in the 90s? What
Oh,
was that?
crime bill.
Yeah, we with that and that Violence Against Women's Act. Now, you think it's bad now? Wait till they get in there. It's gonna be even worse. They're gonna put it's gonna be that stuff on steroids. So I'm gonna tell you like this: either people better be real mindful of how they vet these chicks. If she has a feminist like mindset, I don't care how good she look, I don't care how good her snatch is, you better leave her the hell alone. Because mindset is everything. And people don't understand this. Mindset is everything. And if you don't pay attention to how people think, if it don't align with you, and you like if you're a brother that's trying to build something and you trying to start a family or whatever, but you gotta screen who you dealing with. I'm
I
gonna
mean,
tell
that's what the Bible calls discernment. Like even how when you make a friend, you
you.
gotta be able to discern if this person is genuine or this person is befriending you for a benefit. I mean, you can tell, but like I say, because most of the time people want to belong, they overlook uh somebody's flaw for the sake of quote unquote having quote unquote a friend.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
but I mean, people look. I give people the benefit of the doubt, but people are not stupid. They know what they're doing. They know who they allow. That's why we have people who allow people who are in quote unquote abusive relationship. Why in a relationship that's abusive? Because they want to be there. They're gonna use excuses like, "Oh, this and that." Well, look, I use an example, right? Watch this. I know it's gonna be a little bit over to to the right. When you have stomach problem, right, and you want to go to the bathroom,
Hmm.
you have a choice to either go to the bathroom, take care of business, or hold it in, right?
Hmm.
But how long can you hold it in?
Exactly.
See?
Yeah, it's gonna eventually come out.
Aha.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. That's just how the yeah. That's just how it is. That's a great parallel, actually. That's a great example. But see, people don't understand, man. This is what I wish we would become we would get our stuff together with understanding what we're dealing with and be real careful with the type of people that we're being friends with, the type of people that we're even associating ourselves with, women, whatever, right? Because
Yeah.
you know when you if you on a mission, because I know some people right now that are in relationships where you got like the guy trying to get his business going. He gotta, when you going through that process of trying to register your business with the state, or it's this company called Dun and Bradstreet that you can link your EIN with, and start building up your business credit or whatnot. And he was telling me about this situation where he's on the phone trying to get this worked out, and this was taking hours. And he got a chick that just was like, "Oh, you still on the phone? You're still on the phone? You're not giving me time and da 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 da." And I'm like, "Dude, I'm like, I don't understand. I keep telling him to steer clear of dealing with these chicks right now. If you're trying to build your stuff up, man, you don't really want to be bothered with these women because they're
Yeah.
getting away."
Yeah, it's like you gotta have a sacrifice. You
Yeah.
gotta have a sacrifice. What's up, Gabe? Shout out to Dale S. He said he's gotta go to work. Um, Black Riot, I see you in the building, and SOBC. Well, I think I've seen him before. I'm trying to figure out who he is, but either is that you, Eric? Eric? Oh, I don't know. Shout out to Gabe. Gabe is the superstar, the black brain. of the trust. I love teasing Gabe. He's funny. Yeah, yeah. You must be at work, huh? He works from home now. So
Mm.
yeah, man. Man. I would love to work from home. That way I can travel and money is coming in the bank virtually. I could be in China. I could be in Poland, Denmark, somewhere around the world, chilling and relaxing. And I just look in my bank account. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, money transfer. $5 from this, $20 from here. You know, it was.
Hey,
I
it
love that.
look, man. Don't you say you would like to? There's nothing to it but to do it, man. It's people doing it as we speak.
Oh yeah. Hey, that's why I got I got my YouTube going. Slowly but surely I'm building it.
Hmm.
I also have books online. I wrote a PDF book about me, like how I lost weight with fasting, and I
Hmm.
also have like a children's book. So there's a lot of things I want to do, but it's like time because of my trucking. Trucking
Hmm.
sucks a lot of time. Like I remember when I wrote my book, I had to literally take 1 month from trucking and actually work on my book, and I published it. So that was 2 years ago that I did that. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, man. I see. I know people who are like what you call forex traders, where they trade currencies and stuff.
Oh yeah, like money changers.
Yeah, but they like basically it's the concept that you go through like a broker, and like you could trade euro with USD, and if it goes, if you it's a lot to explain here. But
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
what I'm saying. Money changer it would be like the simplest way because
hmm
you're selling currency of other nation. Basically, you're
hmm
trading. Yeah.
right, you doing it. Yeah, it's kind of like how when people trade stocks and stuff through the apps, it's the same deal. It just is now you're doing with the currencies. You trade like the banks. So I mean, not even just that. You got a lot of over the years, you've had a lot of network marketing things pop up. You know, this technology that we have has opened up the floodgates for a lot of people to make money. You know, so long. You give it about another 10 years or so, man. You're gonna see a lot of entrepreneurs if they're playing their cards right now. You're gonna see a lot of people come up. You're gonna see a lot of
Yeah.
people. You know, end up in a higher tax bracket if they building it now, because this pandemic's probably gonna last for a while.
Yeah, that's why I could was giving advice on his channel, telling brothers to basically up the games, get their mics because winter's coming. A lot of people are gonna be stuck in their homes, and like if they were able to shut down the country during summer times, you're here in Texas. Imagine during this winter time. Look at places where it snows, like Oregon, Washington, right? New
Hmm.
York, Maryland, all those places. New York's, states,
Hmm.
Virginia, Michigan, all those places. Like they're gonna get snowstorm. They're gonna be stuck inside. Flu season is here,
Yep.
so a lot of and we got like I'm telling you, like it's gonna be wild. So hey, if you're living up north, if possible, move down south until spring.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but you know what? Honestly, I don't know I don't know how successful it'll be here in Texas, but I really think that and I've heard that they've tried to do this secede from the union again in the past. Because remember, like Texas used to kind of be its own country or whatever. And if you think about it, I mean, if you lived in other parts of the U.S. and you come here, you would definitely get that vibe. Like, man, Texas kind of does its own thing in a way.
Yeah, but if you think about it, states are basically their own independent country. That's why it's
Yeah,
called the United States of America. So technically, you know, each state is basically its own country. They just
Yeah,
agreed
that's
to
why
be
they call
united.
Texas the Lone Star State.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, they call it Lone Star State. You want to know why? It only has one star.
Yeah,
The star is hanging by itself. That's why they call it the Lone Star State.
yeah,
But I'll tell you, Texas is a very it's a big state. There's a lot of places you can go and migrate, and when it comes to money, you can make money in Texas. You know,
yeah,
there's a market for everything. You just like I'll say, you just have to find a niche.
yeah.
That's the thing. You have to find your market.
Texas is a thing about Texas too, because like when I moved here, I don't got no family here, or nothing. When I came down here, man, I was just because I was looking at other areas, because I was like, man, I'm just ready to get out of Chicago. And I figure I ain't got no kids or nothing. What's holding me back from leaving? So I come down. I ended up thinking I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to Texas, but I was still kind of confused at what part of Texas I was going to land.
Yeah,
You know what I
I see
mean?
what.
'Cause
Yeah, yeah. It's like me trying to go. Like I even thought about moving. You know. It's interesting. You came from Chicago. I
Mhm.
even was thinking about maybe moving up north, either Ohio or like Illinois area, because when I was doing truck driving, I was looking at places where I can actually migrate. But then I realized, I'm a man. It sounds good moving to another states, but when I hear the rules and laws, I'm like, yeah, no, nah,
Yeah.
nah.
See, here's the thing about Texas, man. See, Texas for one is pro business.
Yes.
Texas is pro business. Um, I love not paying state tax here.
Yes.
Okay, because there's only a few states in this country that's like that,
Mhm.
where you don't pay state tax and you just pay federal. So like you got low tax, I mean the cost of living here is actually not bad compared to other places up north. Now, if you if you trying to start your own business, and all that, you ain't got to deal with all the crazy regulations because like Illinois, man, it's heavily regulated with a lot of stuff. Like every time you turn around, they put a regulation on this, they put a regulation on that, because when they start getting to a point where too many black people are getting in the stuff, then they start being like, okay, we got to figure out a way to shut this down. You know what I mean?
That's wild. Yeah.
Yeah, like I tell people, Chicago is a very prejudiced place, man. Look, let me tell you, you can go to Chicago, okay, you go to this side of you go to this area, it's all black folks. Go to this area, it's all black folks. Go to that area, it's all white folks. They got a section called Chinatown. It's all Chinese people, right? Then you go north, or no, you go to like a little bit like going almost head northwest by the county jail. Well, that's still kind of south though. It's a little village, I believe. Um, you got the county jail over there. Got a lot of Hispanics over there.
You talk about like talk about Chicago area, or you talk about the state,
No,
Illinois state.
I'm talking about Chicago. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did do some trucking delivery over there. I recall it was back in 2016 when I was there, 2017. They
Hmm.
were doing a lot of construction in the downtown area. Like
Hmm.
I brought in some sheet, like like wall boards and sheet rods over there. I remember they were widening the streets, like like downtown streets are usually like what, like one or two lanes, and then they were making it 3 lanes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were doing a lot of construction back then. I don't know if it's different now because it's been years since I went back there.
Yeah. I mean, the last time I've been in Chicago was in 2017. So, but man, I'm gonna tell you, Chicago is well, it's segregated. So you got if you're black and you can't go into no Hispanic neighborhood. you're gonna run into some problems. Um, you can't, if you black, you can't go into certain white neighborhoods or certain Italian areas. You're gonna run into some problems. You know, so it is a very segregated place. It still is. Now there's
That's
certain.
wild.
Yeah, it's been like that for God knows. Well, hell, probably before I was even born. It's been like this. Like it is crazy how segregated it is up there. That's why, like when I came here, you know, like people would say, "Well, y'all got a lot of Mexicans down there in Houston." I say, yeah, you got to be careful with what you say with that though, because my safe word is Hispanic, because you don't want to mix them up with something that they're not, because that'll piss
Yeah,
them off.
yeah, and that's how when I tell people, most people they speak out of ignorance, right?
Yeah.
So like, uh, people say, "Oh, you Africans." I'm like, Africa is a continent with 54 countries.
Hmm.
So when you say Africans, you like, I'm like, okay, yeah, I know I'm African, but I'm like, who are you referring to? Because Africa is a big place. It's like saying, like, and that's why it get confusing when it comes to work. Europe is a continent,
Hmm.
but you have England, you got France, you got Germany. Yeah, it's like when you say Europe, you're talking about all of them. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? So it's like, be careful what you say. Like, Mexican is a country. The citizens of Mexico are Mexicans.
Right.
You can be looking at someone who looks like a Mexican, say he's Mexican. He could be Puerto Rican. He could be Cuban. He could be a Guatemalan.
Hmm. Yeah. And see, that's the thing. That's why I don't like. Many years ago, I actually dated a Puerto Rican, and that's when I first learned that wasn't a good thing to, like, you know confuse them with what they're not, because it was like during the wintertime. This was like, I want to say '07, and I asked her a question. I said, "Does it get like this?" I said, "Does it get cold like this in Mexico?" And she turned around and looked at me, and she said, "Did you just call me a Mexican?" And at that time I was like 2021. And I was like, "Well, what are you?" She was like, "I'm Puerto Rican, but don't talk to me for the rest of the day." Like, that really pissed her off. You know, like they don't they
Mm,
they really take that serious.
yeah.
And here, I mean, you've been here a while, so like I tell folks, I'm like, dude, I just call them Hispanic just to be safe, because I don't know, they either Hispanic, Latino, whatever, right?
Mm,
But I'm not gonna call nobody no Mexican just because they got the curly hair stuff, because they could be Venezuelan, they
yeah.
could be
That's
Honduran.
why I always say it's always safe to ask, where are you from? Never assume. And
Yeah.
that's what I say. Whenever you live in a multicultural area, never assume, because sometimes I hear people's conversation where people ask the most stupidest and the most ignorant question,
Hmm.
and they don't understand that the way you're asking a question, you're actually being prejudiced.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, here's the funny thing. Since I've been here, one of the main things that I get asked is, people assume that I'm African. I guess because of my face. Excuse me. They assume that I'm from Africa. They say that stuff. They be like, "Oh, what part of Africa are you from?" And I'm like, "Dude, I've never stepped foot over there. I'm not from there. I'm from Chicago."
And you want to know why
But
they're
they're
asking you?
looking.
You want to know why? Even by looking at your picture, you kind of have like Nigerian features.
Yeah. You,
Yeah. People ask
but
me the same thing. They say, "Are you from Nigeria?" I'm like, "No, I'm from Congo."
right.
But yeah,
You know what's funny, man? I never heard that until I came here, though. That's
yeah.
the
But
funny thing.
see, that's what when I tell people that Africa is a big continent. We
Yeah.
have different tribes, features, and everything, right? Like the Bushmen from
Hmm.
South Africa, right? They got that
Hmm.
little squirt eyes like Asians.
Yeah.
But you know, somebody will look at them, they're like, "Oh my God, you Asian?" They're like, "No, I'm African."
Right.
So you don't some most of the time don't judge somebody by their appearance, because watch this. You know that there are some South Africans that are white, right? So you're gonna look at them
Yeah.
and be like, "Oh, are you you say, are you white?" They'll be like, "No, I'm not white." They'll be like, I'm African." You
Mm,
saw, because to them, yeah, my skin is, but they don't look at themselves as European. They hate to be called European. They don't
exactly.
look at themselves as European. They say, I'm African. They take
Hmm.
pride being African. So that's what I tell people, respect is about what? Respect somebody's point of view and what they believe in. Like, you can't be like, I hear some people, like, when someone says, I'm not like this or I'm not this, and then they try to school them and say, no, you don't know what you're talking about. Dude, he's telling you where he's from. He's telling you who he sees himself. You trying to tell him to go against what he believes in? Like, I was like, you don't do that.
Yeah, it's weird. And like I said, like I remember when was this? I want to say, yeah, this was definitely 2000 and yeah, this is 2015 when somebody first asked me if I was from you know some part of Africa or specifically Nigeria. Now, like I say, this is where it got weird for me because I was like, damn. I said I didn't never get asked this when I lived in Chicago. You know what I mean? But I guess since it's like it's a huge population of all these different folks.
Yeah, you came in like in a multicultural background, and not only that, like, because you say yourself that what do you call it, that somehow Chicago was very segregated, where here in Houston, like, I mean, I'm sure there's when it comes to segregation, it's most likely gonna be social class. Like,
Yeah.
if you don't have money, you're gonna be in certain neighborhoods. If you don't have money, you won't be able to be in certain, because
Right.
I go to like rich, like, you know, the Woodlands, right? The Woodlands up here north.
Yeah, that's north. Yeah, not past
Yeah,
Spring,
yeah,
45.
you got rich people from all backgrounds of life. Like,
Hmm.
back in the day when I moved here, one of the jokes was when different minorities started moving, like rich minorities, right? When they
Hmm.
started moving in the Woodlands, those rich those rich white people who don't like, like mixing, in the crowd, they started moving further west, like
Hmm.
going towards was it Magnolia and all that stuff. So,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, each class, there are different ways where segregation happens. It could be racially or ethnically, or it could be social class, like your
Hmm.
income,
Hmm.
and that's what you see here in Houston most of the time.
Oh yeah. It's kind of funny you say that because I've worked out in the Woodlands before, man, and um, that was one of my other little gigs I was doing when I first got here. It was like we would like ride around part of a flyer distribution team and put those door hangers on people's doors for like advertisements and stuff. And man, in the Woodlands, you I didn't see not one house that was like out of whack.
Yep.
It's like
They take
every
care of, yeah, the house association. They make sure you cut your grass. They make sure you keep the neighborhood clean, and
Mhm.
everybody agrees with it.
They
And
got some
because,
crazy houses out there too, bro.
yeah, and not only that, because of the taxes, right? Uh, the schooling, they got the best schools, because people don't understand. Your school will reflect on the people who live there. So in
Mhm.
a way, you want rich people to live in your neighborhood. Why? Tax,
Mhm.
because they cut more taxes on rich people, and that, guess what, that tax go? It goes to you, to the school bus that your kids are gonna drive, the
Right.
school, like, if you're gonna have like school activities, right?
Right.
Fundraisers. Rich parents, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna put money.
Yeah. Yeah. They
You
get
know?
hey they have to they. a lot. Are the schools out there? I don't know if you how well you know about the Woodlands because I don't know much about that.
Oh yeah, I grew up here. So
Okay, so with the Woodlands, are those schools out there public schools or are they more like
yeah,
private?
they got the public school. The Woodlands High School is a public school. Yeah,
Okay, what about
yeah,
the elementary schools?
yeah. All public. They have private schools, but yeah, they got public schools. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you got choices. You can go to a private school or public school.
Oh, cool, cool.
Yeah, and that's what I tell people. Like on one of my stream, I was talking about choices. Right,
Uh
you
huh.
got a lot of people, that live in like bad neighborhoods. They're like, man, like they were like, oh, you see? I put it this way, right? Fear. You don't have to live in a crappy neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
If you can afford it, you can. You can move some. You can. This is America. You can go anywhere. And I think, like you said earlier, maybe some of the people who come places like Chicago, because they had that quote unquote segregated mindset, they look at a place like the Woodlands, they're seeing like these rich white people, from their perspective, that, oh, I can't live in this neighborhood, because I'm black, and if I try to go there, I may get in trouble.
Yep.
Nobody cares here in Houston. Money talks. Like, nobody cares.
Dude, I was just about to say that. Like Houston, I mean, the Woodlands. What's the other one? Cypress,
Yeah.
Texas.
Spring,
Spring.
Richmond, and all that places. Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's I live like.
Katy.
Mm-hmm. I live close to both of those.
Yeah.
I live close to Katy and Richmond.
Me, I live right by, like, was it, Beltway 8? I live right by 45, not far from Spring, not far from Tomball, not far from Humble. I'm like right around there in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to call it humble too until somebody corrected me.
Yeah. Basically, there's different cities. The reason why we all say Houston, because Houston is metropolitan and it's known. So,
Exactly.
yeah. Like the Woodlands is a city, but if I said the Woodlands, how many people know out there the Woodlands, But if I
Yeah.
say Houston, oh, okay, Houston area. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And see, honestly, that's why I was telling a friend of mine. I said when people go to other, like if somebody lived like outside, it's a suburb outside of Chicago called Elgin. It's
Yeah.
about maybe an hour. It's an hour away, I think. But
With traffic, yeah.
yeah, but the thing is, people if I met a guy and and he told me he was from Chicago, and yeah, because Chicago is well known. But if he tell me he's from Elgin, if he don't know that I'm a Chicagoan, and he tells me I'm from Elgin, I'm confused. Like, where the hell is that at? you know?
Yeah.
So that's why I was, because a lot of cats in Chicago, they don't like when people say they from Chicago, but they don't live. They live in the outskirts. And I'm like, well, people do that because it's easier to identify. Like,
yeah, it makes it easier, yeah.
you know,
They can relate. They can have a picture in their head. Oh, okay, I see where you're from.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, the difference between Chicago and here also, I mean, look at how it spreads out.
Yeah.
You could be on the southwest side and you'll try to go north, man, and it'll take you a whole, like, I had a friend that used to come out this way to visit me. She lived in Spring. And it used to take her like an hour to get to me. I was like, damn. You know what I mean? But
Houston is like, the Houston area is big. You know the Highway 99?
yeah,
They're gonna finish the loop probably in I think in 2 or 3 years. Like, you know how 99 starts from like Humble on 69, and it goes all the way to Katy, all the way to South Houston.
Yeah.
They're finishing it up where on the east side it's gonna go north and then go and meet going west and then come all the way towards west side towards 45. They're already building it. So don't be so so like they say, if you calculate the loophole, imagine you still in the Houston area, but to circulate it will take you like 4 hours. Like the distance will take you to go from here to Dallas. the 99 toll road to
Hmm.
circulate Houston, it will take you about 4 hours.
Wait,
That's how big it's gonna be. Yeah,
so 99 is gonna be a toll road?
it's a toll road already, but it's gonna basically, you know how was it Beltway 8
Yeah,
makes a circle.
yeah.
99 is now a complete circle. They're finishing the whole circle now, and they
Wow.
say once they finish the circle, riding the whole circle, if you want to do a round trip, it will take you 4 hours to finish up based on the calculation.
Dang.
So that's what I say. Imagine you're not going somewhere. You're just circulating to town, but it takes you 4 hours. That's how big it's showing you how big Houston, like the Houston area is.
Bro,
Just
that's
yeah,
insane.
I know.
That's that's insane. But I'm not surprised. I mean, cause I came down here via Greyhound, man, and when I let me see, when I came from Chicago to Effingham to Memphis, and I'm saying Effingham, Illinois, it's like at the bottom of Illinois. And then you go to then we went to Memphis, then Little Rock, then Texarkana, and then what you
Yeah,
call it, Dallas.
you were seeing changes. You like as I come down away from Illinois, I'm seeing a new America.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, because that was in September of that year, so it was like right after Labor Day. It was like the day after Labor Day when I left. So it was still warm up there. But
Yeah,
Jesus Christ, man, when I got it, man, when I like the further south that I got, I noticed the difference in the heat.
yeah.
I was
You're coming to hell. I tell
yeah,
people, Texas is hell. Come back to hell. Come down to hell. Stay away from the cold. Come back to
bro,
hell.
it's nuts. Cause see, here's the thing. When I got to that when we was going from Texarkana to Dallas, the guy was like, we he was like, well, because I guess he's traveled this way before, and he was like, yeah, we in Texas now. I said, what part of Texas are we in? Because you know how you go when you on a Greyhound, or if you're taking a road trip, you seeing all of the cornfields and all of that countryside stuff. And
Yeah.
you know, he was like, yeah, man. He said, yeah, we in Texas now. I said,
Mm.
okay, and how long is it before we get to Dallas? He said, you're gonna be about another 5 hours. I say, shit. I say, so this is really that big. You see it on the map, but when you actually are like maneuvering through this place, you're
Mm.
like, yo, it is, and now it makes sense to me why some people kind of don't know certain areas in Houston, like people who are from here.
Mm.
Like, for example, I remember talking to a brother and I was asking him about, well, he was asking me, we was working together. We was working, this was right before the shutdowns happened. And we was working was it? No, baseball. It wasn't baseball because baseball hadn't even started yet.
Mm.
They was having they had some games. It was like 3 games back to back that they had at Minute Maid where the Astros play. And
Mm.
so they was, they was asking me if I wanted to stay the whole shift or if I wanted to leave it after 4 hours. And I'm like, no, I could stay the whole shift because my bus would still be running to a certain time.
Mm.
And the guy was like, oh man, how far you got to go from here? I said, bro, I live all the way off like by Westheimer and this. And he was like, I know what Westheimer is. He said, but I don't know what that other street is. I said, you got to go past. He was like, you by the Beltway. I said, no, I'm way away from there. You know what I
Mm.
mean? And he was like, man, I didn't know about that area. And I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, man. But see, because he lives on a different side of town, and usually people tend to stick within the area that they frequent. You know what I mean? They don't go too far out unless they have to. Like, especially people who don't have cars. But like, if you drive, then and like my butt. Well, he's no longer a friend of mine, but
Yeah.
it was, it was a guy that I went to high school with. See, he moved down here before I did. Him and his wife, right?
Yeah.
By the time he came, because they drove down here.
Man, hey, as you were talking earlier, I'm just looking like one of my friend posted some posts, right? I'm literally watching people breaking friendship as we were speaking over just because somebody supports somebody.
Oh yeah, that's been yeah.
Um, I'm looking. To me, I'm like, you gonna break up a long time friendship because your friend supports somebody you don't agree with, and you're gonna basically because you have your views about the politician, you're gonna
Hmm.
you're gonna basically like I'll give an example, right? To me, Biden is a pedo, right? Because of the video that shows him touching little kids, being very inappropriate, kind of
Hmm.
like that he could be Me Too and stuff like that, right?
Hmm.
But because I have friends and families who support Biden, doesn't mean I'm gonna look at all of them as pedo.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
to some people, because to them Trump is a racist and somebody supports Trump, oh, you racist too because you support him, huh? Man.
Yeah, it's like it's this whole monolith. It's this whole monolith thing, man. Look, this whole breaking up friendship stuff. This stuff started in 2016. Like I said, it was about somebody who, 1 minute when I was like, oh, cool, all right, so Trump is in there, and you had people like, oh, you voted for him? He's not. Well, he's your president, not mine. I was like, oh
Mm.
my god. I was like, y'all got to grow up, you know. Well, no, he's your president. I ain't got to accept that. I say, you know what? Y'all don't realize how good you got it. You couldn't say stupid crap like that. You go to another country talking like that just because you don't like the outcome or something to see if you don't end up getting burned. You know,
Mm.
like think about it, man. They don't. People don't realize, like, technically speaking, neither of these people know any of us
Yeah.
personally. Okay, so none of these people really know us. Well, I ain't know really. They don't know us. None of us, like, you and I or some other people. We've probably never stepped foot in none of these circles and got any access to none of these people, none of these politicians. So my thing is, see, I don't understand how all it takes is CNN to tell somebody something
Mm.
and they believe it. Do you understand? And this is why I say a lot of folks be trying to, you know, pretend like they're like in the middle, but they're really not. You know, like it's a few people that sit up here and say, "Well, I'm more of an independent. I'm not a liberal or a conservative." And I'm like, I say, well, the way you looking at stuff, I said you're siding. I said you seem to be more liberal than anything, based
Mm.
on the fact, I'm like, no, you talking to the wrong person with that, because you can't sit up here and tell me you're an independent and you being blinded to the fact that there's some fraud going on. Oh no, people, y'all just mad that y'all didn't win. Well, I said, dude, I say, y'all see the problem is you're being super emotional right now. I say, and what you don't understand is there is video evidence of this. Okay, it's clear as day. But because CNN tells you that it's not that, that's who you believe. And see, those type of people, I can be honest with you. Again, I don't like being friends with sheep, because see, they don't understand
Yeah.
anything. They super blind. They're extremely blinded. Okay.
Yeah.
See, when I was in high school, this was back in what 2003.
Mm.
I was a junior in high school at the time, and or no, no, yeah, was that '03? Yeah, I think that was '03, because that was when that's when we went. I remember my junior year, we went to war with Iraq,
Yeah.
and I had told people at that time, because a lot of folks was like, yeah, we need to go over there and get him and blah blah blah, and I was like, I'm telling y'all right now, I don't understand why we keep putting our nose in other people's stuff, especially when back here we don't even have it together here. You go to California, you know, I had a
Mm.
friend that went out to LA. He was like, bro, it's crazy out here. You know, you go to certain little what's that street called? Well, that little section down there. I mean up there.
But
Where
which,
and it's in California, but it's a bunch of homeless folks.
oh, I mean, Hollywood?
Is it
Uh,
Hollywood?
no, I forgot. I know in Hollywood, when I was in Hollywood, there was a lot of homeless people there too.
Yeah. Like you got this huge homeless population. You got trash everywhere. You was like, what in the heck is going on over there? And they keep voting these same people in. You know, that's the problem. You know, before 2016, well, no, I didn't vote for Obama the second time. I voted independent across the board. But um when 2016 came, that was the first time I ever voted Republican. Like it felt weird doing it, you know. Reason being is because I was told, "Hey, we black, we ain't supposed to vote Republican. You know, you black, you vote Democrat." And now I'm looking at, I was like, "Dude, that's the dumbest crap ever." Because here's the thing: just because, you know, and maybe this is where Biden was right on. You know, like people like to call Trump racist. Biden has said a lot of racist stuff towards black people. You know, think about, when you talk about,
Yeah, yeah. Look, I'll put it this way: if you think about it, Biden is more racist than Donald Trump.
of course, he
Yeah,
is, he is. But see, the thing is, these people they went with the narrative. Look, I I've never met that. I've never met neither of these people. But when I was growing up, I used to always see Trump out there somewhere because he was all over. He was all over Hollywood. He was in movies. He was in TV shows, making cameos. You always saw his face. He was on He was on talk shows as a guest with Oprah. All this stuff. So I was like, okay, this crap that y'all talking about him in the 70s or whatever names happened where he wouldn't rent to black people or whatever the crap y'all talking about. I was like, now y'all knew this stuff back then in the 90s, and Diddy still took pictures with him. Rappers still referenced him in songs, you know, all this stuff. And all of a sudden, when he decides to run, he became this racist. And people's like, well, you don't understand, man. This dude is this and that. I say, where did this come from? I say, where did this? My thing is, where did this all of a sudden come from? Do I think
it's you know where it came from? The liberal media.
exactly? And y'all are, and like I tell them, I say, y'all are sheep to them, man. They tell you people what to think. They can, they can, they can program you to have a disdain for somebody re- easily. They was able to, when Kanye made the statement about slavery being a choice, or when he went and met with Trump at the White House, they had people sitting up here calling him out his name, calling him this, calling him that. And my question was, okay, you calling Kanye all these nasty names because he's out there, he has influence. So wouldn't it make sense for these celebrities to go talk to the dude even if they don't like him? I say, but y'all complain, y'all supposed to be these woke progressive, excuse me, because I think there's somebody with that name in this space. I'm not talking about that person, but y'all supposed to be like this, you know, empowered folks or whatnot. we supposed to be that. I say, do anybody know their history of like with Malcolm X, with MLK? Okay, these people sat across the room from people that probably they didn't care for. But you sometimes you gotta do. If you trying to get something done, sometimes you gotta step out the comfort zone. See, okay, I don't really like this person, but let's go and talk to, especially like in his case, because you got a dude who's president who's a billionaire. So of course he may be a bit out of touch with what's going on in, let's say, impoverished minority communities. You know what I mean? So wouldn't it make sense for somebody that has some type of influence or whatever to go talk to him and let him know what kind of ideas needs to be put out there?
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
no, y'all don't want to do that. But you know, I mean, we had a black president for 8 years. Y'all ain't present no ideas to him. Y'all just, oh, we got a black president, dude. That's how stupid we are, bro.
Yeah. Uh, I know it's like at the end of, that's why they can play all these games because they know most people are not that small when it comes to this whole like at the end of the day, it's a competition. Uh, I like this guy. I don't like that guy. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what, you know that little game? I like you. I do not. I like you know.
Oh, with the little love letters.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I mean, that's exactly what it is, man. I mean, I never thought in a million years that I would see us become a country where it was like, oh, fuck Trump and fuck anybody who supports Trump. And you like, bruh.
Bro, I literally just witnessed some people that I went to high school with argue back and forth. It's not like an argument about the other person is talking down. They say, for you supporting Trump, you supporting a racist. And the other person is basically trying to be calm. He's like, hey, I understand how you feel, but it's like, let's not ruin a friendship over a political affiliation. And the person
Exactly.
say, it doesn't matter. You siding with a racist, so take the L. Like I'm like, wow, like it's amazing witnessing it live.
But you know what? I always told people, man, if it's easy for somebody to walk away from you like that, just let them go. They were never friends to begin with.
There you go. And that's why I tell people, just because you went with somebody in high school and stuff like that, doesn't mean you're really friends. People
Mm-hmm.
use the word friends just random. I'll say comrade. Comrade meaning somebody you are going to school with or your
Mm-hmm.
fellow classmate.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean they're your friend
Mm-hmm.
because a real friend, like I'll put it this way: I have some of our friend. We don't be like when it comes religiously, as people look at it. We don't quote unquote worship the same God per se, right?
Right.
But he's not my friend because he's affiliated with another religion. I just look at it as someone who treat me like I want to be treated.
Exactly.
Because if I were to let a religion, I would not. He would never be my friend.
Right.
And people who quote unquote believe like me have treated me worse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean that, and the thing about it, this just shows you how weak that we've gotten as a society. Because see, I've even known of people who, family members, where it's like, oh, you voted for him, you're not allowed to come to my house ever again. Uh, I'm
Yeah, that
with his
one.
home.
Yeah. Like, yeah, was it you're banned from this house. You're banned.
Exactly. And but my thing is usually, you know, see, my all of my family is still back home. I'm here. So like if that did happen with me, it don't really bother me too much because I'm already kind of doing my own thing anyway. Even though like some don't really. we don't treat each other like that. But I know that some understand why. Some they don't agree because a lot of people in my family don't like him. You know, but it's because he's Republican and they go off that silly narrative. But
Yeah, they're falling for the propaganda.
exactly, they falling for that crap. But you know, they like, look, I don't agree, but you know what? That's his opinion. Ain't nothing nobody can do about that. You know. But then I started to notice too. You got people who, it's some folks, man, that I used to work with that for some reason they like, man, I thought we were cool, man. I didn't know that you supported this guy, bro. I can't be friends. I said, dude, we were never friends. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, they're like, damn, that's how you feel. I said, look, I don't see me personally. I don't use the word friend loosely.
No, I don't. I learned that years ago, bro. I learned. Watch this, bro. Sometimes in life, like I say, you don't know what people talk about you behind your back. You don't know. So sometimes, they say relationship, it has to be mutual, right?
Uh-huh.
Sometimes you trying to win a friend and that person, they don't want to win you because to them you're no longer their friend or they
Yeah.
never saw you as a friend. So you the one trying to reach out and they don't want to reach out or and
Mm-hmm.
like I say, I've had people because like you remember back in 2018, it's not that I voted. I didn't even vote, right? But I
Mm-hmm.
supported Obama was putting his picture on my profile because first black president, and because some people didn't like him, they removed me as friends because they associated me with Trump with Obama because they didn't like Obama
Right.
and his, you know. And then I look back, I'm like, that means you were never somebody you didn't respect me anyway. Because
Yeah,
if you're
that's
gonna allow something like politics to ruin a
yeah.
relationship, like if there was any relationship, that means you are nobody to me anyway. You already saw me as a nobody to you.
Yeah, exactly. And see, honestly, that's why like some people I just treat them accordingly. Like I'm not gonna sit here and beg for your association, beg you to be around. If you want to go, you are free. You have a nice life. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. Because nobody like the thing is, and it sucks because I'm glad you brought up the Obama thing because that reminds me of that's where I think a lot of this crap started. And this is what I mean. In 2008, when he ran and he, ended up running against McCain, right?
Yeah, but John McCain. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people was like, it was so tense because you had people that was already like critical of the dude in the first place, like, nah, this cat ain't what y'all think he is.
Mm.
Now, I at that time was, I mean, I never thought in my lifetime I was gonna see no stuff like this. So for him to get in, even though technically he was biracial, but like how they doing with that with homegirl, they passing her off as black.
She's
So
not black. She's not.
I I agree
She's
wholeheartedly.
Indian.
Thank you.
She's
That's
Indian.
what she's sworn in as.
Like her dad, like her biology. Her dad is mixed or Caucasian. Her mom is Indian.
Yeah, I thought her dad was Jamaican.
No, it's by Jamaican by nationality, not by blood. Like when you hear Jamaican, you thinking a black person. Oh, it's a white guy, a mixed guy.
Yeah, yeah, because
Yeah,
Sean Paul is Jamaican, but he's lighter.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let me let me look it up. Let me double check. Hey, we got a smartphone, right? So let's be smart. Let me see. Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. All right. Let me double check. Okay, Wikipedia. Hopefully they got the correct information because you know how they are. They can change anything.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Early life. Her mother, Shyamala Gopalam. Indian.
Oh,
She's Indian. And watch this. Her father, Donald Harris. You see, Jamaican American. Well, is it? Let me make sure his background. Look up. So his dad is Jamaican. He's mixed. He's he's basically what people call mulatto, even though he has brown skin.
okay.
But that's how I'll tell you they pick and choose because technically, based on his origin, you see, let me see her father, uh, Oscar Joseph. Let me make sure. That I mean, I'm all about bloodline. I always look it up because I always say, don't let people fool you. You know,
That's how we easily get. If that's how we easily
and
get
filter.
food.
Yeah. But to blur into lines,
Hmm.
blur into lines because like that's why because they have to sell it somehow because her husband is Caucasian, right? Her mom, like this. I'll put it this way: the reason why they're able to pass her off as quote unquote African American because her father being mixed had a child with a quote unquote Indian woman. Now, if you look at Indian women, technically they're dark skinned people,
Hmm.
right? They're dark skinned people. Some Indians are light skinned. So even with her hair, when you look at it, she has quote unquote more Caucasian features, right?
Hmm.
Because being mixed.
Hmm.
But if you trace her bloodline from her father, they say that her dad is biracial,
Hmm.
right? So the question is, we have to find out who whose part of his parents is biracial because you can't. I didn't see anything online. They didn't say. You see what I'm saying? They didn't say if his father or her grandpa was Caucasian or her grandma was Caucasian. It doesn't say. You
Hmm.
see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That's I'll put it this way. When it comes to information, when you have conflicting news or records, that already tells you it's all bull.
Yeah,
Something is going on. There's a missing information.
but see, the problem is a lot of people live by this whole one drop rule mess.
Which is so stupid. It's simple. You are who your father is. That's
Right.
what I tell people. There's a lot of white Americans who are walking here, but their bloodline is African. Why? Because somewhere along the line in the tree, their
Hmm.
father's father was dark skinned like me.
Right.
I even there's one YouTuber I know. He came out and literally, it's like some people were joking. They said, "Uh oh, now that he came out, he's gonna lose a lot of subscribers." When you look at him, he's pale Caucasian,
Hmm.
right? But he say I'm 70% black. Why? Because my grandfather is black.
Hmm.
He lives in Canada. I'm like, see right there. When I tell people don't look at the appearance of the people if you want to think that way. The appearance will mislead you.
Yep. Exactly. Oh yeah. It's just like if you go to I remember back when before the StreamYard thing, people used to do these streams through Google Hangouts. And it used to be this guy who, he never really showed his face like that. He would always, kind of do it like how we are with the avatar. And one day we got off the live stream, but we were still kind of chatting in the back chat or whatnot.
Oh yeah, like in the background, yeah.
Yeah, we were still like doing a call in the background. It just wasn't being recorded live. So he ended up one day turning his camera on and he was out and about. And I mean, because off of his accent, he's he has an English accent, right? Like he's from like he's from
England. Oh, he's from England, like British.
yeah,
Okay.
British. Excuse me. So when because of the way he spoke, a lot of people probably thought he was, your idea of a British person. Usually, if you're not exposed, is some pale skinned person.
Yeah.
But when he turned on his camera, he was he's a dark skinned, like you see him, he's a dark skinned black dude.
Yeah, but his voice is you assume he's quote unquote Caucasian
Exactly.
because he doesn't sound like the image, the programming. Like, oh, black people have to talk like, "What's up, man? How you doing, man? Your name?" No,
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, so
stereotyping. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. And see, here's the funny thing. I remember when I went to college in 2008. No, 2009. Excuse me. It was 2009. My first semester. Um, I was in my business law class, and it was a one of the classmates. The teacher giving her lecture, and people are engaging in conversation and stuff. So this one lady just starts talking, and I'm like, she has an accent. Like I hear her accent, but I'm like, I wonder where she's from, you know? And later, we everybody kind of got to know each other and everything. And we was hanging out after class, and she was like, yeah, I'm going back to see my dad in Puerto Rico. And I was like, oh, because I had never seen Puerto Ricans that was dark like me before. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah,
right. So but I remember my ex-girlfriend at the she had told me, the one who's Puerto Rican, she told me that there are Puerto Ricans that's dark over there in Puerto Rico. I just never seen them before. So when I came across her, she's like, yeah, I'm full-blooded Puerto Rican, you know. Her
yeah,
and both of her parents are like that. Like they're, when you see them, she showed me pictures of her parents. And when you
yeah,
see them, you would think like, damn, what are they?
yeah,
They black? Interesting. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
But you go around, man. You get people all over. Like you got dark people over there in all parts of the country, all parts of the world.
hmm
You
We're the
know,
majority in the world. So
yeah,
that's why I said the word minority. When they say minority, they're referring to that black people in America are the minority when it comes to population. But
exactly.
people of color in large, we're the most dominant people in the world. There are dark skinned people in China.
Yeah, yeah. Look, look. I know a guy. He actually works. He worked. He's an online marketing guy, right?
Mm.
And so he travels a lot. And he he was out in I think right now he's in the Philippines, but he was out in Thailand for like a couple of months. And so I asked him, I said, hey man, you having a ball out there. How is it? He was like, look, man, you want to get away from America, come over here. He's like, look, people in these other places, man, are not like the American. Like even like the women, just people, period. They are more friendlier. You know what I mean? They're more because like uh, uh like black people are like we like rare in certain areas in a lot of places. You know what I mean? They don't come across us like that.
Yeah,
So it's like, and that's one of the reasons why I think that BWs also envy us too. Because I mean, when you think about it, a lot of them, you know, you look at the numbers, they're the least partnered with. They're the least, sought after on even dating sites. Now, when you turn this around on us, a lot of people want, have that desire to be with a black, with a black person, with a black man. You get what I mean? The only, now sometimes unfortunately you'll get those you got these bad stereotypes that's associated with us. So like if you meet somebody who's Hispanic, and you meet her dad, he's gonna be a little iffy about you. Part of it because no one really likes. They like to keep their bloodline pure. They don't like the whole race mixing thing.
but
Okay.
it's not even just that. It's about ethics and culture.
Yeah,
And see,
that's what I was getting at.
the thing is, because you have to think about this too. As a person, right? Like, if you don't make yourself available, people won't know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we talk about. Like, uh, I have friends from all backgrounds of life, right?
Mm-hmm.
When it comes about things about rich, like the whole thing is this: you gotta see, you gotta be like, sometimes you gotta wear somebody else's shoe and see where they're coming from.
Right.
I have white friends who, when it comes to like politics, we have difference of views, but guess what? At the end of the day, we get to still make jokes with each other without feeling like, oh, he's you being racist towards me or you being biased and stuff like that.
Right.
Why? You want to know why? Because we all know at the end of the day we all bleed red.
Yep.
So watch this. I even had white friends that I call them my brother. He calls me my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Why? We are beyond what society wants us to think.
Right.
Why? Because he treated me how I want to be treated, and he treats me how he wants to be treated.
Mm-hmm.
It's a win-win solution.
Right.
I'm good with the family and stuff like that. Now watch this. So let's say they have an incident where the stirrups up coming. Let's say a wicked black person does them wrong or hit their car or something, right? And
Mm-hmm.
something happened. If
Mm-hmm.
they come and use that experience and try to label me, that would be wrong. That would be ignorant
Right.
because they know who I am, but someone who looks like me did something wrong. You see how the dynamic works? It's like, okay, each person you're gonna have a different experience with.
Mm-hmm.
You common sense should tell you just because you have a bad experience with somebody like this doesn't mean all the people who look like them have are the same. That's why
Right.
another thing when it comes about judging women, uh, you have some guys who put the label on all women being like, I'll put it this way, it's like I'm out here in the real world. Are there some women out there who are what they say, beachy and stuff like that? Yeah. But guess what? There's some women who are so wonderful. You walking out of the place, you're like, man, that was the best experience I ever had, or customer service or something, right?
Oh yeah, I've
So
come across those.
yeah, at the end of the day, each person is gonna treat you, and after that, you have to understand people's mindset. What was their mindset? Because I remember I went to a place where the person was rude to me, and another time I come there, I guess they probably forgot they were nice to me, and I'm like, oh, I'm like, you know what? I've come to realize, I'm like, people change. People are they act one. Like I'll give an example, right? Where you have people that were friends with because of this election, they're no longer friends. Right
Mm-hmm.
there.
Mm-hmm.
That's how life is.
Oh yeah, and see that's the thing. It's like when I look at this whole like what you're talking about with the ethics and stuff. See, there's this bad stigma. People be like, oh well, if you know they're worried. Like if somebody who's never really in interacted with black men, there's this negative thing that he's a black guy. He dates my daughter. He's not gonna marry my daughter. He's gonna make her a single mother. And
Yeah.
a lot of those people and the coaches are big on family structure, like marriage and having children. The whole traditional thing.
But
But
guess what? You don't think they have the same thing in the nation?
well, of course they do. Of
See?
course they do. But you know what's crazy? What the interesting thing about that? Yeah, every race. I mean, excuse me. Every background they got their bad seeds. But the thing about it is, when they have that, those people they disown them. They don't
Yeah.
even claim those people. Because they like, nah, that's not what we represent.
Mm.
You know.
That
Now,
I call them um the radicals.
yeah.
The radicals, because and that's why I say when you have a nation like America, like being a melting pot, right?
Hmm.
Some people be like, oh, but I'll put it this way. Let's put America aside. Let me use Congo. We all look the same, right? But guess
Hmm.
what? Some tribes don't want to marry to another tribe. Why? We don't share the same culture.
Right.
Like, I'll give you an example. In my country, there's one tribe where it's normal for that tribe for the woman to have extramarital affair and even bear a child with. Basically, I'll put it this way: this woman sleeps with another man, have a child with another man, and it's okay for her husband to raise that child as his own. It's part of the culture.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? So like me, they'll be like, hey, don't marry a woman in that culture. Why? Because this could happen to you.
Right.
It's okay for them to cheat, and you have to raise. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but they're all black people, right? So
Yeah.
will someone call that prejudice or racist? That, hey, I'm not allowing you to marry my daughter because you're not from our tribe. Go back to your tribe. Go back where you came from.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I tell people, to me, when I hear this, to me, I don't get frustrated because I understand, because I come in a background where many people, they want to keep, of course you have if the few who cross over, but
Mm-hmm.
almost in every culture, people want to maintain their uh, their culture. Now
Yeah.
you can move it over religion. A
Mm-hmm.
family from father to like third generation, fourth generation Muslim, they won't want to marry someone who's quote unquote either Jewish or Christian. Why? They want to
Exactly.
preserve the religion.
Right.
But you may have a few be like, you know what? I don't give a damn about religion. I like my wife. She treat me good. I marry her.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, it's all part of the game of the world. Division, separation. It's normal.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's why, like, even because I know for me, I know like where I stand as far as with beliefs and whatever. I'm more like I'm not a I don't understand atheism. I don't get it.
It's a religion.
But
Atheism is a religion. You know that, right?
yeah, pretty
It
much
is
it
a
is.
religion. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a religion that doesn't believe in God. It's
Right.
that's why I look at the word atheism. Theism is deity or God.
Yeah.
It means against.
Right.
So for you to be against God, you have to believe He exists.
Right. Yeah.
Because if something doesn't exist, like it's like me being anti Spider Man because I don't believe Spider Man exists. If I already know it exists, why do I need to create something against it? I already know it doesn't exist. Why even try?
Right. Yeah. But see, that's the thing. It's like, the reason I bring that up is because like I know for myself, I'm more of a I'm more of an agnostic per se. You know, now I got a friend who's a Mormon. I got a couple of friends who are Christians, right? We get along fine. See, the thing is, because I be curious trying to see what other people's beliefs are. Like, okay, well, what do y'all believe here? What do y'all believe here? Not that I'm trying to incorporate that in mind, but I'm just trying to get a better understanding. You know what I mean? So I'm not just, because you got some people that's like, okay, if you believe in this, y'all religion is not the right religion. Our religion is the right religion. This religion is not the right one. You know what I mean? You got a lot of that.
Yeah.
So what I try to do is be a lot more neutral about the matter. See, okay, having like I got a guy that I know. He's not a friend of mine. He's just a guy I went to school with. Um, and he's Muslim. So a lot of time, they do their fasting, they do their little prayer, and all that good stuff. And I be
Mm,
asking him about certain things within the Muslim because I don't own the Quran, so I don't really know what the teachings in that book.
yeah.
You see, so I open my ear to see to hear what's going on, or hear from other perspectives, because see that allows me, when the more you diversify yourself, the more you can. You can expand your mind. Like people are afraid to treat their brain like elastic, if that makes sense.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? Like elastic, it stretches, right?
Yeah.
People are not open to, sometimes some people just not open to the whole elasticity. Like for example, I'm a me, when I'm out and about, like, I got like I'm a big music head. So I
Mm.
listen to music like you name it. Like one of my favorites that I've stumbled across and I love a lot is the Afrobeat music, right?
Yeah, Afrobeat. Yeah.
So I listen to a lot of Afrobeat. I listen to a lot of like 90s pop. I listen to 70s soul and disco. I listen to hip hop, of course, but I'm big into like heavy metal and alternative, right?
Yeah. Oh, I love heavy metal.
So like I would be out and about because two of my favorite like new metal bands is Five Finger Death Punch and Slipknot. So I'll be out and about. I'm wearing like I got a Slipknot shirt on, or I got a Five Finger Death Punch shirt on, right? Because those are my
Mm.
two favorite like metal groups. And people would like come up to me like, "Dude, you know about Slipknot? You listen to Slipknot?" I'm
Yeah,
like,
Slipknot.
"Yeah." They be like, how much you know about Slipknot?" I'm like, dude, I listen to Slipknot. They be they,
Yeah.
they, they be like not they be like white people. Sometimes they be like white folks or um some of them actually been Hispanics. It's like, man, you like Slipknot, man, and I'm like, yeah. What's wrong with me liking Slipknot? And he's like, what's
Because they
wrong
have
with
a stereotype. They think that, oh, if you're black, you're only supposed to like hip hop. You're only supposed to like R&B. I'm like, wait a minute. Do you know who created rock and roll? Do you know
ooh
who like man
yo I see, bro.
who country music? Who invented country music?
Yep.
Who?
I don't remember the guy's name, but it was a black man.
But think about this. Country music is a it's like it's the child of blues.
Yep.
Who invented the blues?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Black Americans.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say people when people are ignorant, right, and propaganda and all that stuff. That's why you have people lacking knowledge, not knowing their history.
Yep. Look, think about look. I get a lot of hell coming from black folks about me listening to rock and metal and stuff, and they be like, "Oh man, that's that white people stuff," and I'm like, "Y'all don't know the history of how this genre, how rock even started, do y'all?" They're like, "No, Elvis," and I'm like, "No, no, 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 no. Elvis didn't start rock and roll. Rock and roll, I say, let's go back. I say, have y'all ever heard of Chuck Berry? Have y'all ever heard of Little Richard? Have you ever heard of Jimi Hendrix? Hell,
Yeah,
those
they probably don't care. Remember, people most of the time people don't care. Think
right?
about this: how many Americans out there know their history? You
Mm-hmm.
ask them who was the first American president? Thomas
Mm-hmm.
Jefferson. They're gonna say that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know. They don't care.
Right.
Even Kuda, remember Kuda said, he said, most Americans don't care even about this election.
Mm-mm. Yeah,
Thanksgiving is coming.
they they don't even they don't care about they don't care. I mean, people vote people this time around people voted against their interests. A lot of folks voted against their interests, all because you hated one guy and you feel that anything is better than this guy. Now that's the
Hey,
end of
speaking
America's
about
Testament.
election, I just saw on the news. I was looking on my Facebook. Let me read you this report, right?
Hmm.
It's from Fox News. It says Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden will receive a beefed up Secret Service detail starting Friday as the candidates wait for the presidential race to be called, according to a report. I'm like, wait a minute, this guy is not even president yet, and you want to beef up his Secret Service as if is he in danger? Is that what they're trying to imply? Are they implying that he's won? That's why they're getting ready. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's wild. That,
yeah. Look, hey, like I told folks, man, people thought I was crazy. I called this back in 2016. I told people, I said, I want to say with his first, well, no, not in 2016, because he got inaugurated in 2017. Um, I told people, I said, he's not getting reelected. And people was like, oh, yeah, he's going to get reelected. I said, I'm telling you now, he's not. I said, because right now, they got this, they pulling this Russian stuff. When that Russian stuff comes out not to be true, they gon' I say CNN, these people have an agenda and he's in a way. That's why he's, I mean, think about it, man. You know who Tommy Sotomayor is? Uh-oh. Did I lose him?
no, no, I was on mute because I'm moving around. Yeah, I know Tommy.
Yeah, I was on his live stream yesterday morning and we was talking about this. I was one of the people that called in. And I was telling them, I said, yeah, I mean, this guy was in the way. Now, you think about Bush and his brother, they endorsed Biden. A lot of
Yeah,
Republicans endorsed Biden. But
yeah,
see, why is that? Because, see, just because these people are on Republican tickets don't mean that they in favor of Trump. These people are part of that deep state mess.
yeah,
So, you know, and plus, again, it's all about, this dude was not a politician.
yeah,
He's a businessman. He's an outsider.
yeah. And not only that, when you talk about secret society, the Biden and Clinton and all of them, they're in the same sect, Skull and Bones,
Yep.
Bush and all of them. That's why. So that's why even they were saying it's a fight between the Freemasons and the Skull and Bones.
Mm-hmm.
Different. To them, it's like what do you call it? It's sports.
Mm-hmm.
We think they take this serious. No, this to them it's all a game. It's all a game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're the ones who being divided. You got people, like I told you, people in Facebook losing friendship over other people's game. That's dumb.
Yep.
It's so stupid.
That goes to show you how foolish it is. Because think about this. I'm willing to bet that in front of everybody they putting all this crap out there because it's causing all this frenzy, right?
Yeah.
But man, when all the dust settles, man, you don't think these fools gonna be playing golf behind the scenes and doing all this crap? It's all theater.
Yeah, it's all theater. It's all
It's all
theater.
theater, man. And that's why I keep telling these people, I'm like, y'all running around here, so hell bent on, you know. I mean, I didn't heard people go. I mean, I'll put it to you like this. I'm under the. I now I get it. People are so disgusting that they people like peace.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say the term, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm convinced that a lot of people in this country love they are accepting of peace because that crap there, all that stuff you see this dude doing, can't keep his hands to himself, smelling the.
They want me, yeah. The pedophile, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't want to say the word because I don't.
Yeah, the algorithm, yeah. Or we could say what is it? Minor lover. That could
Yeah,
be another word.
yeah, yeah. I mean, because think about it, man. They didn't already normalize the whole alphabet thing.
Yeah.
So now,
And
who's the
you know what's funny? Guess what we call the alphabet overseas? We
What
call them
term?
pedos. That's the term we use for them. PD, PD. We say PD,
Uh,
PD. That's how we call them. That's why I say only in America everybody's politically correct. Because why? Because we know the root of that lifestyle is child abuse.
yep,
That's how it begins.
yep.
But here everybody wants to be quote unquote politically correct. No, that they try to deny. That's what I say. People need to travel. You go to
Mm-hmm.
Europe, that's what they call them. They call the LGBT. That's what they. I'm using French. That's
Yeah,
the slang they call them.
right.
Le PD.
Mm,
It's short for pedo.
right.
Yeah.
Wow. See what I'm saying? But see,
Yeah.
So could you please straight away go to gas check?
Oh
We
yeah.
got 3 minutes to check you out.
Okay.
Yeah. So close the door in the gas check.
Okay.
Sorry for this.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
The
That,
paper is,
that's the Amazon. They basically letting me know like I already know my schedule, so yeah.
oh, you work, you drive for them?
Yeah, I'm a trucker. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was basically like I guess you probably heard me talk to him. So yeah. Yeah. They're basically trying
Yeah.
to get me out of here, but it's not my fault. They're like they you got 3 minutes to get out of here. Um, so we gotta check you out. I'm like, well, hey, that's not my business. I'm just here doing my job. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So do you drive like the prime van?
No, I drive like a 18 wheeler. No. Basically, my company is a third party company. We basically deliver for Amazon, but
Oh, okay.
uh, yeah,
Hmm. Wow.
yeah, trucking. I've been doing this for a few years now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, my uncle used to do that stuff years ago.
Yeah, I mean it's time consuming. It's time consuming, but hey, it pays the bills.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I really liked it. Like I was able to visit 6 U.S. states in my in 4 years I've been doing trucking.
Hmm.
So that's one thing I really appreciate. So I was able to visit 3 states in less than 3 years, man. Like that, that's something. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. Man, oh
Man.
man.
I see. I'm kind of conflicted about certain things because you got. I heard that Arizona got called too early, and I heard that they was recounting in Arizona,
Yeah,
so they took it back. But I'm still,
crazy.
but I'm still seeing the numbers. I mean, on certain sites, I'm still seeing it where Biden got Arizona, even though in other reports are saying that they prematurely called it for him. It's gonna be
Yeah,
like
1 second. I'll be back. You can keep on talking.
they
I'm gonna
have
be moving some stuff.
yeah, they have some I think there's a big sting operation that's going on now. And it's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna go to jail. There's gonna be a lot of people being indicted from the top down. A lot of this stuff's about to get exposed. And for those that thinks that this stuff ain't happening, even though there's videos out here, there's tons of information. See, this wasn't see, you know what? They could have easily pulled this off in, let's say, the 90s or the 80s. It'd have been easier for them to pull off voter fraud because nobody could really, you know, you in a time of technology and information where stuff just don't stay private anymore. You got people recording things. and you don't think that this crap was gonna get exposed? And it's just using logical sense. I mean, everybody woke up. I mean, everybody was up, and I think, yeah, Trump was in the lead. We went to sleep. You wake up.
Yeah, he was leading. Like that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of crazy, weird stuff that are happening. We're
Yeah.
gonna see like if Trump takes it to the court, because even they're saying that some of the legal stuff in different states they were coming out and say, "Oh, we made a mistake. The computer system that we had was doubling the numbers and stuff like that." So, like I say, if you're already having that happening, and Pennsylvania is known for voter fraud,
Mm-hmm.
and people have to remember that too. So, I'm
Oh,
telling you, man.
yeah, no, see, this is what I think, and a lot of people ain't gonna like it, but what's gonna happen is Trump's gonna win in the courts if this goes to the Supreme Court. He's gonna win in the courts, but when he wins in the courts and he becomes president, he finna lay the hammer down. See, there's a reason why they're trying to. That's a reason why they're trying to do this, because they know, like I told people before, when these presidents get into their second term, this is really when it hits the fan, because they only allowed to run 2 terms. After their second term, they go back into being a private citizen.
Yeah, but
So
they still keep the name president.
right, so he gets in there, because this is going to go to the courts, and see, and then he got the advantage with the Supreme Court, because now they they knew what they was up to, man. They knew what they was on. Think about it. Why do you think they was so hell bent on him not filling that woman's seat?
Yeah, because they know. That's why even on the news they're talking about. They say, "Oh, it won't be good if Trump take it to the courts." They don't want him to take it to the courts because they know he's gonna win that way.
He's gonna win that way, and I'm telling you, a lot of stuff when he gets to the courts, it's gonna get nasty,
Yeah,
because it's gonna be some indictments. It's gonna be some people getting fired. It's this is because it's already he's already taking it to the courts. And see, that's why I'm gonna tell you, these people already know what's up,
yeah,
because I'm gonna tell you like this. People in those other countries and those other places that, I mean, this dude here, like, love him or hate him, the dude, first off, you know why I like Trump? Because not just because he's a businessman. People keep talking about the racist crap. I'm like, yeah, y'all just brainwashed on that, because y'all didn't say that stuff before. When y'all was watching The Apprentice, y'all didn't call him a racist then when he was
yeah.
on.
They were like, "Oh, you're fired! You're fired!"
Yeah.
Everybody loved him.
Mm-hmm. I was like, a lot of you people are frauds, man. You know, and then you get but the thing is, the dude, he's not he's not a soft ass, you know. And some people say, well, he, you know, that's why you like. I said, dude, you have to be hard on people. I say, and that's how he is. I say, y'all want a old pussified society. I say, which disgusts me. I respect the fact this dude don't play no freaking games, man. He don't play. He ain't for that foolishness.
Oh yeah,
So you know that's why man, they ain't stupid enough to mess with that guy.
yeah. What's up, Manfred? Welcome to the panel.
Hello, guys.
Manfred is from Europe, bro. So we got an international panelist right here.
Check that out.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
I'm fine, and you? What's up in the US? The election is not done. Yeah, it's like
Chaos over here, man.
it's just crazy. I see, but the media here tell that Biden wins in Pennsylvania. He's in front. Yeah.
Yeah, they're lying because we still don't know yet. So,
Okay.
are you watching CNN? I can hear you, Manfred. Your volume is low. Uh-oh. Yeah, I know Manfred, usually he has a Wi-Fi problem whenever he comes in.
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
Yeah. But yeah, see, talking about the media. Wow, that was fast.
Wait, what happened?
Now I'm saying, like, I was about to make a left turn, and the light just turned like, boom.
Oh,
yeah, the lights. Like, I was like, what the hell? It was green, and then it just ended, just like that.
Yeah. Yeah, this gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. Cause I'm gonna tell you, and I didn't even know, but I forgot Giuliani is from he used to be Rudy Giuliani. I think he used to be the New York governor or something.
Yeah, he was in New York.
Yeah, I don't remember if he was governor or mayor up there, but
I think it was governor.
Yeah, because he's he's on Trump's side, man, and he's like, look, they already sending them people. So this is gonna be a mess, and a lot of these idiots that's sitting up here getting all crazy and stuff. I'm like, I say, don't get too excited. I say, now y'all think I'm butthurt or whatever. I'm fine. Here's the thing: you gonna feel it. You gonna feel it. Y'all gonna get what y'all want, and you gonna regret it. Because you best believe there's gonna be a lot of modifications to that Constitution. In America as you know it, you can say goodbye to it. Don't be surprised.
Yeah, they're not ready. Like, because remember, they're teasing them with free stuff, but they don't understand. The devil will tell you one thing, but he's gonna do the other.
Yeah,
that's what's gonna happen.
You know what? It's funny, and you know what? That's how I know who you are. That's why I subscribe to your channel, because I can't remember whose stream you were on, and you was talking about how a lot of this stuff that's going on right now is exactly what was talked about in the Revelations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Guys, what do you think? What do you think about Biden?
He's disgusting.
Okay, because here in Europe he's like a hero.
Huh?
In Europe, Biden is like a hero. You know, everybody who votes for Trump is Trump, and everybody who votes for
he's saying that he's a like in Europe over there, like Biden, like they're worshiping Biden like a hero. They're looking at Trump as a bad guy.
Yeah. Every time in the media, every time, and everyone who votes for Trump is Trump, you know, and everybody who votes for Biden is smart and educated and have I don't know.
But you want to know why? Because most countries in Europe are socialist. And I mean, I don't know about you, Manfred, because in Europe, I know there's a lot of movement over there about native Europeans talking about how many of their countries are adopting socialist laws. They're opening the doors to immigrants coming in. Some of them are coming legally, and the governments are giving them documents. They're not going through the quote unquote legal process. And then because Europeans are mostly white, right? Because they're those male movements about sovereignty, they're being labeled extremists and racist. So you see how things are playing over there. You know what I mean? Like, because they're white and they're talking about we need to protect our nation, they're labeled racist. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Yeah, white nationalism. But I'm like, wait a minute. If an American says I'm all about America, is it racist?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
because many of European countries are quote unquote liberal leading, they're labeling them right wing racist and all that stuff. When to me, being a foreigner, I'm like, wait a minute. I thought being a patriot is good. You're
Right.
supposed to love your country. You're supposed to promote the sovereignty of your country, your people, and all that stuff, right? And if someone wants to be part of your people, they gotta go through the legal process, right? Is that why you have laws, rules, and codes? So you're gonna throw it away because it's like I call it hypocrisy, the double-edged sword of hypocrisy. On one side of the mouth, you're talking about, oh, we all equal, we need to support each other, and at the same time, you say, oh, you want to be a nationalist? You're a racist. You are against our nation. You're a traitor because you don't agree with us opening the doors to give opportunity to illegals. They can skip the line. People who come here illegally, they have to wait in line, but illegals get to skip the line.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And that's why, like, see me, I support Europeans. I mean, hey, if you're European man, if you sleep up, guess what? The chickens are coming home to roost. The same lands that your quote unquote nation went to quote unquote colonize, they're bringing them back up illegally. They're
Mm-hmm.
opening the doors. It's all of the, you know why they're doing that? Divide and conquer. It's all
Yep.
politics. The politicians know if they do that, they're gonna get the natives to rile up. So that little tension, money, they make money off of it. It's all money.
Yeah.
Racism equals dollars. Right here in America, racism makes billions of dollars.
Yep.
Without racism, America will be broke.
Yep.
It's not that. Look, they don't care about you whether you're white or black. They don't care. You're nothing. Read their books.
Yep.
You are nothing.
Yep.
They call you cattle. Why
Yep.
do you think they have the human resources? You're a resource.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
There's nothing special about you. We done with you. We cast you out like a leopard.
Mm-hmm.
But see, if you brainwash, you're gonna quote unquote unfriend your buddy of 20 years because he voted for someone you don't agree with. That's
Yep.
how stupid people are. Like, I'm like, do you guys know Joe Biden and Trump? They'll go backstage and take a drink, laughing about this whole thing because they know the whole game.
Yep. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. And that's what people don't understand. See, folks think that these people, for one, a lot of these fools don't understand. Like case in point, when the impeachment happened, right? When they impeached Trump in the House, people was like, "Yay, he's gone." I'm like, y'all don't understand how politics. Y'all don't understand how this process works. I say they have the majority in the Senate. He's gonna get acquitted in the Senate. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, just do your research. I was like, okay, you think I'm lying? We can go back to Clinton when he got impeached, right? Do anybody remember that?
Yeah, and it didn't it didn't go through.
Right, he didn't get removed because he had it was a Democrat majority in the Senate. He got acquitted in the Senate. I say, this is what's going to happen with this. And I told people, I say, okay, now they done failed with that impeachment thing. And then next thing I know, I started seeing all this stuff about coronavirus, and then the shutdowns happened.
Yes.
Yep. Yep.
It's all part of the plan.
Mm-hmm. And then when March came and they started shutting stuff down, the first thing I told people, I said, this is a political move.
Yeah, it
This
was
is
all. That's why I remember when he came out and said, "This is a Democratic." He said, "This is a Democrat hoax," and the whole media they said, "Oh, he's calling it," but people don't understand his language. He
exactly.
was saying the Democrats are behind this.
Yeah.
That's what he was saying.
Yeah, because they got China in China got them in their back pocket.
Yeah.
So the thing is, and then remember when the stimulus thing came, right? The first one.
Yeah.
And they was pushing for that mail-in ballot stuff. I say this is where it's gonna get nasty.
Oh yeah.
I called it in March, and people thought I was being oh, you watch Alex Jones. I'm like, no, this ain't no conspiracy. Watch what I tell you. Now, a lot of those people that I'm talking to, as of yesterday and the day before, I asked them. I said, hey, now you still think I'm crazy? They're like, no, man, you called this. I said, I told you.
And you know what? You know what I called? Maybe I don't know if you remember my prediction. Me, I was predicting that the election might get canceled.
Mm-hmm.
Now I gave two scenarios. If the election go through, Trump will win, or some events will happen where it will lead to the election being canceled and Trump staying in.
Mm-hmm.
Two options. And
yeah.
you know what?
I remember that option.
Yeah. And you know one option I'm saying now that we are under this madness, if Trump says all mail-in ballots are canceled, guess what will happen? He's probably going to win. Because many people who supported him, they did the early voting. And a lot of them did it. Mm-hmm. Early votings.
Right.
Yeah, I see Manfred is trying to come back in, but I think he's having a Wi-Fi problem. StreamYard can act sometimes like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Google Hangouts was a lot more sturdier than me. This StreamYard can be a little weird. Because like with Hangouts, when we used to use Hangouts to stream, you just download the app and, on your phone or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm doing it from my phone now.
Yeah.
I'm
using my phone too, so.
Yeah, I don't have the best.
Was it Hangout? Hangout is like Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it's crazy. Like, I think, he's gonna, he's gonna win. He's gonna win. He's just gonna win through the courts.
Yeah. And to me, I know he's gonna win. Why? Because they're gonna pull back. They'll be, oh, we made a mistake, and that's how he's gonna win.
Yep. Because you got to think about it. You got to think about it. You're dealing with not only are you dealing with this crap going on in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
You also what was that? Was that Arizona? Yeah, it was Arizona, where some people were saying that in certain like districts, they were like Republican districts. They was giving them Sharpies to cast their votes with, and that stuff wasn't reading. Those votes wasn't really. Those votes weren't counted.
Guys, what I don't understand is if you're a big country.
Yeah, they were not counting them. Like, yeah, they were disappearing.
You make phones, you make Windows, you make computers, but you make an election who needs 1 week.
Yeah, see, that's a good question. Did you hear that? Did you hear what he said? Because I know Manfred's volume is kind of low, so sometimes people may not hear him. But he's basically saying America create all these great apps and all that stuff, and they can't even process a damn vote.
Yeah,
it's embarrassing.
Yeah,
it is embarrassing.
Yeah. Look, this stuff is by design, man. You know what? I was talking to a guy who's he's one of the what you call them, the Israelites,
Yeah,
and he was even talking about. He was like, "Look, man," he say, "Look, I don't." He's like, "Look, I don't care for this guy." He said, "But truthfully, I'd rather have him than what they're trying to give us."
yeah,
You know, and that's how I'm looking at it. Like
yeah,
I'm like, look, you would rather have Trump than to have Biden.
yeah.
Well, really, not Biden. Come out.
Because guess what? You know, if Biden goes in office, guess who's back in office? The Clintons.
Yep.
Everything that's happening that we're witnessing, they call it the Clinton machine.
Yeah.
The Clintons are behind all of this.
Yeah. Of
That's them.
course. Yeah. Dude, they all in cahoots. I mean, think about it. Think about the everything is circled. Everything revolves around liberal media.
Yeah.
Everything. You think about sports. You think about um, CNN. Even Fox is liberal. See, a lot of people think Fox is Republican.
Yeah.
Oh,
Guess who owns Fox?
Disney.
The same company that owns what? CNN.
Thank you. See what I'm saying?
Yep. But like I said, that's why I say it's a mind game. They gotta play the red, blue dynamics.
Yep.
But they all, and you guess who proved that they're all leaning one side? President Trump. Remember during the 2016 election, some Fox News always say, "Oh, there's no way Trump is gonna win." When the ballots were coming in, you should see their faces. How it changed. Like, oh, he won. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
he won.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Why you think they was trying to? That's why they was trying to come up with this Russian collusion crap. I knew it was a bunch of horse shit when I first heard it. You know, he was like, "Oh no, Russia." Again, this goes back to what I was saying earlier.
Guys, I must go. I have a few questions. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
you can answer me that. Um, what I don't understand, I'm from Europe, so maybe yeah, we are socialists, but what I don't understand is why these two-party systems and what the normal American man make when he don't like Biden or Trump.
Wait, say
Hello?
Hey, you broken up, brother.
can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think you're broken up. What are you trying to say?
I want to say, for example, I don't like Biden or I don't like Trump. Yeah, what is the opinion for a normal American?
You're saying what's a normal opinion for an American if they
Yeah,
don't like either was a candidate?
yeah.
Well, I mean, I can't really. I haven't talked to all Americans, so I can't really give that answer because everybody has their own minds. You know, you got some people who don't care. Some people that are I'll just wait and see whoever wins. So there's a lot of people who have different views, but most people are vocal are either Joe Biden supporter or Donald Trump supporter, basically.
Okay. No, because in my country, to bring it to an end, it's like when one party have 4%, yeah, of the vote, they're in the parliament. Do you understand the system?
No, no.
So, like in my country, we have 5 parties in the parliament. If you make 4% of the vote, you're in the parliament automatically.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Yeah.
and the strongest party to make laws, you need 50%. So in my country, for example, the strongest party have 40%. They need a partner, another party make deal with this that they can have more than 50%, and then they can make law, you know,
Yeah,
and then they
it's the same here. Like, let's say the Democrats want to pass a law, but they don't have enough vote to pass it. So some of them they're gonna be like, hey, they're gonna go and talk to the other guy on the opposite side, be like, hey, uh, this is what we're trying to do. Can you help us? Right? So they
yeah.
basically have to convince some of the opposing party to make up that number. So let's say it will take 150 votes to pass a law, but they only have 138. That means they will need to have 12 additional people to join them. But the problem is the 12 people they want them to join are the quote unquote opposition. So they have to try and what? Convince the opposition to join them. That's where the battle gets. Like that's why even in what's happening in America, where it seems like the numbers are kind of like almost equal on both sides, even if the Democrats are leading right now. But to pass laws, it's going to be harder for them. Why? Because they have to face the opposition.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, I understand. And how many, when you want in the US, when you want to change the constitution, how many votes you need?
Wait, repeat that again. I didn't hear it.
He said if
When
you want to change the Constitution, how many votes would it take? Would you
yeah,
need?
thanks, yeah.
Well, I mean, you can't really change the Constitution because the Constitution is the foundation of this country. You can amend,
And
you
that's
can
what they're gonna
amend
do.
certain things, but you can't change the Constitution. Changing
Oh,
the
okay.
Constitution means you basically have to change America. Yeah, because the first
Okay.
the first 10 amendments
But
are basically the foundation of the United States
but
Constitution.
yeah, but so if you want now, so if you wanted to amend it, you would still have to go through that same process, though, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And see,
Yeah.
the Senate still has a Republican majority, correct?
The Senate, yeah, Republican majority, yeah.
Yeah. So any of that crazy stuff that they try to pass,
It's gonna crash, yeah.
yeah, it's not gonna go. And the thing about it is, I say the first 2 years, you ain't gonna get nothing. You ain't got nothing to worry about. If they because a lot of that stuff gonna get slapped down. Like soon as they hit the Senate floor, they're gonna be like, man, it's gonna be like what's that guy? What was that basketball player that was in those commercials?
I forgot.
He used to play for the 76ers and the Hawks. Dikembe Mutombo.
You mean that? Oh, Mutombo Dikembe. Yeah, he's from my country. Mutombo.
Yeah. Where is he from again?
Congo. He's from my country.
Right.
Mutombo Dikembe, yeah.
Yeah, remember he had that he used to be in those commercials and he was just like,
he's too tall, yeah. Blocking area.
He would slap stuff down, be like, no, not in my house. That's exactly how that stuff gonna go. Any of that crazy crap they try to pass through, it's not gonna go to the it's not gonna have legs in the Senate. It's gonna get shut down.
Yeah.
So at least there is no way to change the constitution in the USA, or is there a way? So there is not possible to change anything about the constitution, or is it possible in, I don't know, in my country, for example, you need 60%, yeah, in the parliament, and then the people must vote over 50%. First it goes to the parliament, and then the people must vote, so you can change the constitution. And in America, there is no way to change it at all, or is there?
I mean, they can try, but think about this. For an example, right?
Yeah.
The Constitution gives you the freedom of speech.
Yeah.
If you have politicians who don't like freedom of speech because they don't want you to talk about, they want to silence you. If you give them the power to change the Constitution, that right is going to go away. So it will be counterintuitive. The same Constitution that gave you the power to bring laws and you go back and you change the law. It's like going against your own mouth, like biting the hand that fed you, basically. And
Okay.
it's gonna be very hard for it to happen in America unless you have crooked politicians who are elected. But watch this: even if they were to pass that law, Americans will not agree with it. Americans will die.
Okay.
They will die for their constitutional right. That's what I tell you. Guess what? If those politicians even dare to try, both parties on either side will unite, and they're gonna do to them like they did to France. Remember back in the day when they got the king? Yeah, that's what will happen.
Okay.
So they know, because I'll tell you, if anything, when it comes to Americans, you know one thing Americans are very sensitive of? Their Bill of Rights. That's what Americans are very sensitive.
Yep. I just saw something. They said Biden is as they're counting the ballots in Pennsylvania, Biden has a lead over Trump now.
That's false. Bro, I'm telling you, this thing is gonna be messy because there is no way possible that Biden will be catching up like that. It's a lie.
Oh.
Yeah,
And they know it.
But
I hear the same thing he say, like little the person say. I hear the same in the media here also. They say he lead in Pennsylvania. He lead in I don't know. He lead everything in every state. I think.
I'm telling you, once they do that recount and they
like,
find out that there have been frauds and cheating, hey, bro, my prediction, one of my predictions still stands. Cancellation of the election. And
I
guess
think
what?
so.
People get angry, military in the streets.
Yep.
I'm agree. I'm with you. I must go, but I only tell that here in our media say Georgia, he's leading Pennsylvania, he's leading Nevada, Biden is leading, and in Arizona too. So they say there is all for Biden.
Hey, America of this generation, get ready. Get ready to witness things that your generation never witnessed. Your ancestors did, but you didn't. It's about to be a repeat.
Yep. History's about to repeat itself. Yep.
So guys, I wish you a good day, and
Hey, thanks for
hear us
coming by,
another
man.
time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Thank you guys, and
You're
take
going
it
to
on.
work?
You make a real good job. Yeah, I must go to work now.
Oh, okay. Hey, thanks. Hey, don't forget to maybe bring some of your friends. You know, some of your friends who are talking about this thing. I would love to talk to them. Come on, just let them know about my channel so they can come in. You know.
Of course, and go on. You make a great job, guys. Really, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome, man. Be safe.
Oh yeah.
Right.
This is finna be a big mess. Why you think they don't want Why you think they don't want the Republicans in there to oversee everything?
Yeah, to watch. They're only yes.
So you already know what it is. But when the hammer gets laid down, ooh, it's finna be messy. Like people think that it's nanny. Okay.
Hey, when I get home, I'll do another live show where I'm gonna be playing the news in the background and basically have another open panel like how we doing. That way we can have like the whole, fake news playing in the background while we're talking about this whole thing. I think I like this format where we may be talking about what's happening. Was it live, and then basically just put a commentary because listening to those people, they're just gonna be talking bullshit. So we don't need to hear that.
No, wow. This is finna be chaotic.
It's gonna be hot.
Yeah, and this is just the beginning. And like you say, it's gonna be they're gonna put that martial law down. You go out there trying to burn and riot if you want. Cause see, another thing that I was hearing, I don't know how true this is. A lot of those
Stupid, man. Like, sorry, like these people are just wild, man. I almost had a collision because these dummies out here, like, just.
Hey, man, listen. You know what? That's one of the things that kind of gives me anxiety about driving down here.
Yeah.
These drivers here, man, they be doing stuff where you like they be trying to they be wanting you to rear end them. And it'll be their fault, but see, in the eyes of the law, if you rear end someone, you automatically in the wrong.
Yeah. And I was hitting the, like, luckily, you know, I saw what was gonna happen, and I started hitting the brakes, and I honk at them because and you know what? This is you know how, like, when a deer sees a headlight, instead of running off, they just stand there, like, you know, you made a stupid mistake. Get out of here, like, move on, like, man, this. But guess what? Hey, this is what I have to deal with as a truck driver.
Yeah. I think I'm telling you, man, road rage. I'm sure it's high cases of road rage here in Texas because these people, man, you got people coming over here that
from other states. Yeah, they're bringing their madness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know Californians are bad driver. They're bringing their madness over here. I already know Houstonians are really bad. People who never look on the left or the right, they just move, and then you have these Californians, and you know they're coming over here and just making things work. They're just adding mud into the muddy water. But it's all good. It's all good. And guess what? When that little that collision was about to happen, because I hit the brake so fast, guess what? It kick-started the cam on my truck, the camera system. So it started recording. Yeah, they do that. Like whenever you have those sudden movements, you recorded it. So
yeah,
they're probably gonna be sending me a message or something. They'll be like, "Hey, is everything all right?" Yeah. Usually they'll call if there's an accident.
Right. Yeah, I don't understand, especially because I'm gonna be honest with you, man. When I drive, dude, I try to stay the hell away from y'all.
Yeah, you have to. I do the same thing. I do the same thing.
I try to stay the hell away from the semis because I know if a semi hit me, I'm out of here.
Yeah, you're gone. Like, guess what? It doesn't matter if he goes to jail or they take him to court. You're dead.
Exactly.
There's no coming back. Like, no amount of money. Guess who's gonna get to enjoy it? Your family.
Yeah. You
know, hey, your buddy's gonna be like, you know what, dead brother, I love you and everything, but thank you for leaving me some bread.
Right. $10 million richer.
They'll be like, when did we do this before?
Man. And here's the crazy thing, depending on how well they are with that $10 million settlement they get, that might be gone in like a year or two.
Yeah, and you know why? Because that 10 million.
I just put a number out there.
Go to.
Oh, you bugging.
The lawyer.
Thank you. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm driving in an area where the Wi-Fi kind of gives me a problem. Like I'm like driving in like past an industrial place, so I blanked out. I wasn't hearing anything. Yeah, it happens.
No, I was just saying 10
million.
I'm not. Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I was saying 10 million, but I'm not saying that that's a definite number. I'm just saying, like, you know, when people get these huge settlements, man, or huge amounts of money, it don't last long.
Yeah, it never lasts long because money, like especially blood money, blood money doesn't last long. That's one thing people don't understand.
Yep.
Blood money doesn't last long. And in
Never
fact,
does.
you even want to enjoy blood money, you won't be able to. Because every time you're spending that money, you're remembering. You'll be like, I got rich because an unfortunate event happened to so and so.
Yep.
You know? Yeah, I mean, think about it. It's like you become a millionaire because your loved one died over some douchebag out there who wasn't thinking straight, intoxicated. You're enjoying the good life out of a sacrifice or out of a stupid mistake.
Exactly.
That I can't imagine.
Yeah, I mean it's very foolish, but you know that's what you're dealing with. You know, people are just.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the harsh reality, man. Like, you know, and this is another thing where I'm like, we got to look at the bigger picture here. See, you got a lot of folks that's like, well, you know, like for example, it's people that I talk to that's like, man, it ain't no, you know, there's no way for us to really like get out of this poverty stuff or whatever. I say, what you mean it's not? There's plenty ways. You know, look at what you
Yeah.
doing here with YouTube, man. I mean, I'm not. YouTube isn't extremely lucrative unless you somebody like PewDiePie. But
Yeah.
even when you a person like him who has like this huge like him or that Tim Pool guy that I showed you earlier, you know,
Yeah.
there's still other elements to this because a lot of those people who are in what you call it, a lot of those people who are in the in on YouTube and YouTube content creators, they also have like you got your
Yeah.
information here where people can donate to you while they streaming, right? Then you have the one.
They
Then
got
you have
sponsors too, like a lot of the big names. Oh, can you hear me?
yeah, yeah, I can hear you. Well, now I can't.
I was just I, like I, I was thinking maybe you forgot like they have
I can't hear you.
YouTubers. They got sponsorship whenever they're selling a product. Yeah, mine is here. I got a Wi-Fi problem. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like it's the area like they're doing a lot of construction here, so I may have like Wi-Fi problem. That's why.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can still hear me. Yeah. Yeah, they're doing a lot of construction here in Houston, and all the businesses opening up and stuff like that. Big warehouse, which is where I am. I'm like in Katy area right now. I'm on on 99 right before I-10 on going west.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a bunch of facility like business places here. Yeah. Let's see. I can show you the camera. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Front camera, back camera. Okay. Can you see what I'm showing you?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's I'm like coming at this facility right here, Amazon. So.
Oh, that is that the one that they recently built?
Yeah, it's one of the brand new one. It's on I-99 going south, like on Katy side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's on this road called Clay Road. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're building all the businesses around here, so it's amazing.
See, that's the thing. That's exactly why. Um, if this well, like I said, we ain't got nothing to worry about with him for a while. If they were to rule in Biden's favor, we wouldn't have nothing to worry about for a while with him trying to do that fracking crap, or
Yeah,
the ban, or trying to like get rid of
yeah,
oil, because that's a big
yeah,
deal down here.
yeah. Yeah, I'm about to talk to those people, so you may not hear me. So you can keep on talking and talk about Biden and how they're cheating and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
1 second.
no, I'm just saying, like, if they when they do that what you call that, the when they start messing with the oil industries, man, listen, you're gonna have problems, because I mean, where me and him is, if there's anyone in the audience, you know, there's always stuff going on down here. Right behind where I live, they just built the new Valero, which is a gas station, and they doing all this construction. They building a complex right down the street from me. They building houses everywhere. You know, there's a lot of gentrification that's happening in certain parts of the city of Houston, because a lot of your houses down there, and like where the University of Houston is, um, that's like the third ward area, I believe. And like a lot of them houses down there is like old construction. These houses were built many, many, many years ago. So now what you're dealing with is a lot of it's a hot spot for investors, because now they can go in there, buy these dilapidated houses, or these houses that's not in the best condition, and they can just go ahead and either demolish them and put up student housing. When you start doing that, property value goes up. When you start building these big these high end, more modern um, homes and apartment buildings, and all that stuff, you're gonna start to see the value increase. And it's gonna be many, many years before you see the huge change. But a lot of stuff is not even 10 years old. A lot of the new construction, if you came down Westheimer and went down all the way from, like, let's say, for those that know about Houston and been to the Galleria, which is on Westheimer, Post Oak, you can go all the way down, just keep going past what me and him was talking about, the Beltway. You pass all of those stores, all that stuff over there, brand new, built within the last like 5 to 10 years. Now I've been here 6 years. I've lived in that area, which was called the West Chase area. I lived over there for 3 years, and it drastically, like when I first moved over there, I saw, because I used to go to school in that area, and I used to go past there, and I saw the changes happening.
Oh, I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, the lady at the gate was basically checking me in and telling me where I'm gonna drop the trailer.
Yeah.
So, and it was a fine sister too. She's short. Yeah, I was teasing her and stuff like that. So, like I said, you meet nice people everywhere. Just talk
Oh
to
yeah.
them. Like I tell people, most people, we all going through our own problems. I made a little joke about being broke and all that stuff. Be like, hey, we all broke. So, We all have something in common. We all broke.
Hmm. And I mean, honestly, with this is gonna be the best. Well, this is gonna be the best time to learn something, so you can get out of the poverty line as quickly as you can.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Hey, that's what we're trying, man. Like trying to find was it means of income, streams of income. You know,
Hmm.
even doing it here, and like me, for an example, like I can always go back to my country and start a business. That's another thing about over there. There is no jobs, so the only way for you to make money is to hustle. Have your business or start selling something.
I tell you what,
If you don't do it, you don't eat.
can you send me? Can you send me? Can you? You driving? Uh, I was gonna ask you for your email. I was gonna send some stuff your way.
Oh, I'll give you in the back chat. Don't worry. I'll just copy and paste. I got yeah. Hey, I'll put it in the back chat.
Yeah, yeah. You could put it there, and then I can send something your way, some things your way to you just look at it and see if you deem it to be a good fit or not.
Yeah, I'll just send it in the back chat. Hopefully you saw it.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Oh, I see a message here right now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can. Okay, I can highlight that. Copy it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna be sending you. I'll send you a message, an email later with some stuff that maybe you can look into if you're trying to
Yeah.
diversify your stuff. Because you know, I, I'm telling folks, man, there's ways to. We got to figure out new ways, and we got to get ourselves out of these jams as quickly as we can. Because
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a get in quick and get what you need. You know.
yeah, because see, the thing is, man, you want to be like I told people. I say, I would like to be in that position where when chaos, when I know like something crazy is about to happen here, I can get out of here real quick. Like I
Yeah.
can
Like
get out of
and you
here.
have a place of like a place of refuge. You get. It's not like you're going somewhere without any idea or what to do. You can actually have something outside of of your
Yeah,
environment. Yeah.
that's
Like
what
me, I
I
know for
mean.
sure. I got connections in Mexico, so if I ever have to cross the border and go somewhere, I know I can go to Mexico. And that's
You
another
know.
thing we talk about: building network, making friends. You
Mm-hmm.
know?
Yeah, because I could tell you right now, man. Like it's a lot of people that's like, you know, like people I know who are like network marketers and stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
They travel a lot.
Mm.
Reason being, and they live here. They spend 4, 5, 6 months in one place, and then they'll go to the other place and just enjoy themselves. And I'm like, see, when you do that, you have a
Yeah.
better understanding of what's going on, you know, in other
Of the
places.
world. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know,
Like me, for an example, right? Let's say I started bringing income, right, from online, and I'm making. Let's say I was making the same thing I make doing trucking, right? But I'm making from uh, the things I'm doing online. Let's say for my books, my music, and all that stuff, right? Or I have like an online business. Guess what? I won't be living here. I'll be living out back home. Why? I'm getting American dollar and living the life that will feel like I make close to 500,000 back home based on my income. That's how it's gonna feel like. Uh-oh.
okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I think I borged a little bit. Yeah, the Wi-Fi
No,
where I
that
am,
was
like,
me.
oh, okay.
It
Yeah.
had cut my mic out. But
Oh,
I was
okay.
saying, like with a lot of the SYSBM fellas, man, that you hear about in this space, you know, I hear what they be talking about, and a lot of them like, look, man, get your passports and get your money right here, and then go over there. Like you can live like you can live like a king in Texas versus places up north,
Yes.
but you can live like a king in other places versus how you live in America.
Mm-hmm.
See, like, I mean, it'll take probably if you a six-figure person, it'll probably take you. It won't even. It'll be probably a quarter or about a third, maybe. Yeah, between a quarter and a half of what you use here to live, you could probably go to another country or continent or whatnot.
And basically drag that money like let's say 100,000 K here in America. Over there, it's probably gonna be like 300,000
Mm-hmm.
in value. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, hell, what's the value in I gotta remember what it is between us and Mexico.
$1 equals 20 pesos.
So that's
Yeah, 20 pesos. So basically, how should I put this? Uh, like the cheapest hotel downtown that I was staying at,
Mhm.
in dollars was like $20 a night. $20 a night.
Mhm.
Think about it. Downtown, a hotel, $20 a night. Just
Right.
think about that. That I'm talking about just a regular cheap hotel. That's
Mhm.
nice. Like a 3 or 4 star hotel. No, I'm not talking about the Hilton and stuff like that. That's probably gonna be like 50, $60 a day, 70, 80,
Yeah.
90, 100, like upscale. But I know in Motel 6 here, right? Motel 6 is like 40, 45, or $50 a night,
Mhm.
depending on your location.
Yeah.
But now imagining a nicer hotel than Motel 6, but you're paying $20 in Mexico.
Yep. Wow.
Mexico City, the
That's
capital.
that's nuts.
Yeah.
But see, that's what I'm saying, and see, that's why it's important for brothers, to remove themselves from that slave mindset, man. Because here's the thing, and this is one of the reasons I rock with Avery, man, because I'm like that dude. He'll do live streams where he be giving people ideas on like, look, you can do this, you can do that, you know,
Mm.
showing folk, trying to tell people like, look, man, if you want to get your money right, these are some good ways to start off.
Like he gives you tips, and probably anyone who takes it, they'll go out there and actually it works for them.
Exactly. Because here's the thing. Once you got your money right, I'm gonna tell you, there's like a lot of these people that don't want to talk to you because of who you voted for and all that. And you and what but you and but you building your stuff up, you solid, those same people gonna
Yeah.
need something from you.
Yeah.
They'll
And,
be
and,
calling
and
you.
to talk about like you just said something important, right?
Hmm.
Remember Diamond and Silk, right?
Yes, the two. Yeah, I
That
know them.
remember right. A lot of people they call them coons and all that, right? Okay.
Hmm.
Let's say yes, they're coons, right? Oh, but watch this. Nobody knew them until Trump put them in a map and look at them. They're
Hmm.
millionaires now.
Hmm. Oh,
Look
they
and
are.
look, watch it and look who yeah, think about this. They got millions of followers on Facebook, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people on Twitter. They sell products, they go campaign, they got a show,
Hmm.
donations.
Yeah,
You
you're
don't
right.
think they're eating? They're eating.
Big time. You know what? A lot of them are. Now, you look at them. You look at Candace Owens. You look at uh, what's that? Jesus Christ.
I forgot. Okay.
ABL.
Tim Scott. I think Tim Scott. He's a senator or something. Yeah.
Who?
Tim Scott.
Oh,
You know him?
the South Carolina, the black guy, right?
Yeah.
I know who you talking about.
Tim Scott. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, there's
Yeah,
a lot
Tim
of
Scott.
like watch this ABL. You know ABL, right?
Yeah, I
He's
was
a
watching him.
YouTuber.
Anthony Brian
Yeah.
Logan.
He had 45,000 people watching him live during election night, and
Yep.
he had over 1 million views by the time he ended the stream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he got like 700,000 subscribers.
Yeah, he broke a record with that stream. He was
see,
on for 7 hours.
The reason why like channels like his would never get taken down though, is because with him he don't use profanity.
Yeah, he's smart about that. Yeah, he
Mhm.
uses
Like if you even curse on his show, if you call in his show and you say a profane term, he'll just end the call.
yeah.
You know?
And not only that, remember, a lot of his videos are pre-recorded, so he has time to filter or to practice or because when you're pre-recording, you play back, right? Because you don't want to upload anything that could jeopardize. So I'm sure he would do like a take, be like, "You mother," or he's gonna be UMF, that'd be like, I don't want to say that word, and guess what? It all comes down to what? Control. Because when you have control of your speech, and I learned that in public speaking, and they say, what do they say? Hustlers, they gotta speak fast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, check this out. You know what I mean? Like, what? Why? They can slip some words in, and if you don't pay attention, they can swindle you, right?
Yeah.
So but if somebody says, "Today, class, we're gonna study about marriage. Say marriage with me. Marriage." Okay.
Right.
According to marriage, you have a man and a woman coming together.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because you gotta be slow. That way you don't slip up. But if you're like marriage, it's about mother. You may slip up.
You know what? Yeah. I was watching this. It was this rapper named Fonte from this rap group named called Little Brother, and he was talking about how someone had told him, if you're trying to negotiate, if you're trying to like get a lawyer, and you dealing with like a serious matter, you want to get a lawyer that's from New York or places up north, because people up there typically talk faster.
Yeah, see?
See? And see, honestly, it's funny how the world works, because I remember back in 2012, I worked at a call center outside of Chicago in Buffalo Grove, and we used to call like businesses, and what a coincidence. A lot of the business owners I had that they assigned me to talk to try to set up appointments with and everything. These people lived in Texas, not outside of Houston. They were more outside of Dallas, like Garland.
Oh, okay.
And I kept wondering, like, why, and it was this guy who been, he's been working with that company for years. And he was telling me, he said, look, you talk fast. He said, when you're talking to them, you got to slow it down a tad bit. Because when you get to talking like super fast with them, they get scared. And they think you're trying to, because
trying to hustle them. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's already bad enough. It's these people don't like unsolicited calls, sales calls or whatever. And you're trying to, so when you call them, they already got their guards up. And then you're like, yeah, so, blah, 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 blah. Now they the mess.
You have to talk to them like you talk to a woman. Notice, you can't talk to a woman like that. You have to be like, so, what's your name? You know this?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You have to sweet talk a businessman, into, like you go on a date. Watch this. You be like, oh, come with me. Let's go out into the lounge. Okay. What do you want? What would you like to drink? Coffee? Sweet tea? You dating. It's all you
Yep.
think about the dynamic. So you be
Yeah.
like, so, hey, so how's business going? You're
Yeah.
not gonna be so what's been you're not gonna be like, so what's been no, you're gonna be like, you have to be like, so how's everything going?
Have you
I
noticed
wanted to
something?
mm,
Think about the way your presidents usually speak.
yeah, he slows down his speech.
Yeah. Like not just Trump, but look at how Obama talk. Look at how they speak they really like if they had these like pauses and
Because they were trained. They were trained.
exactly.
They said this is how you speak.
Exactly.
And I think one time, I don't know if it was, I had a stream where I guess I was talking and doing a lot of pause, and somebody in the comment chat complained, say, hey, why are you speaking and having a lot of pause? I guess they didn't understand why I was doing that. Because when you put a pause, right, most people, they're not used of somebody pausing. And here's another strategy why I have to pause. You know how when people are speaking, they'll be like, so my when I took that class, they said for you to the is not professional. So to basically, if you're gonna, she was like, if you're gonna do the replace the with silence so you could think. You don't want to think out loud. The reason people say because they're thinking, and then they build a habit of saying to basically think out loud. You don't want to, because by you saying people, like, even if you know what you're talking about in public speaking, the body language or that reaction is showing to people that maybe this guy don't know what he's talking about, because you're speaking as if you didn't memorize what you're talking about, even though there's nothing wrong with thinking. And I'm speaking about if we're like in a business setting or like in an upper scale. So you'll be like, so one time I went outside and then something happened.
Right.
You see, like all those pauses, I'll be like, no, they say don't do that. So I try to incorporate that whenever I'm having a conversation. And instead of saying or something, I'll just stay quiet and think and then speak. And that moment of silence puts a mystery. Because think about it, like you notice when they do the TED Talk, right? Imagine hearing a TED Talk and then the lady's like, so what do you think is gonna happen? People will be bored. They're gonna be like, what? Because that noise they're not gonna even hear what you're saying. All they're gonna be like, oh man, how many are you gonna say? But if the speak is like talking about technology,
right,
our new product and its features will take you to the horizon. Let me show you.
Yep.
Notice the pause.
Yep.
You'll be like, okay, what is it gonna say next? You keep the audience captivated. Why? Mystery.
Yep.
It's something I learned. So hopefully the people who are listening can take that to heart and practice.
No, I mean, yeah, that definitely that's you are 100% correct.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In life, we don't know everything, so we learn things from other people, and that's what I say. You don't have to do like me. You can twist it around. Some people, instead of having the they throw jokes. They're good at it to make things flow where they don't leave a gap, right? They will throw a joke in there, and that works for them. For some people, if they do the silence like me, because it's not their flow, they will look awkward, or it's gonna be awkward. It will be like an awkward silence. So it's like you have to learn how to do, and that's what I say. The only way to practice is being social with people. Mm-hmm. How you talk to people is how you're gonna learn. It's not gonna be something that you're just gonna, you're gonna do some dances or sacrifice some chicken in the backyard and then expect the gods to basically come in your brain and shoot it, download it in your mind and be like, okay, this is how you talk to people. No, you're gonna have to practice.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to do it.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm actually glad I'm gonna finish today early, man. I thought I was gonna be done by like 12:01. This is my last run. I'm picking up my last load, going back to the place I was picking up, and I'm done for the day. Yeah, I like this. I like these kind of days, man. I like this. Man. So you frequent the ministry, huh?
Huh?
I say the ministry. You frequent a lot of channels, huh? Besides Angry Man, Kuda, and me, where else do you jump into?
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's another awesome channel.
Yeah, fantastic.
I remember when I was there and we're talking about the Bill of Rights and all that stuff. I was like, if you're about gun control, you're a dumbass.
Yeah.
Me coming from a nation where we don't have gun rights, man. I wish we had the Second Amendment. I wish.
Yeah. But see, you got a lot of. See, the thing is, a lot of these people that say that foolishness is because they have. When you
never experienced like the brother was speaking, like you can't really reason with it because he's all about yelling to truck a guy. But I was like, you saying that because you've never grown up in a dictatorship nation. Because if you did, you will never say what the things you're saying when it comes to gun rights and the liberal mindset that he has. Man, I would love to have the Second Amendment in my country. I would love to.
Right.
That's how you stop tyranny. The government is not gonna. He's not gonna mess people, and you won't have to. You won't have to wait for the government to come save you. Why? Because you're gonna take things in your own hand.
You know what's funny? Ramil is actually speaking now.
Oh, he's live now?
Yeah, Ramil is live now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's coming. Like usually, Ramil is usually on between 9 and 11. Like, this is usually his time slot. Yeah.
Right.
Brother Ramil is awesome, man.
Yeah.
I mean, how long we been here? Like, I think we've been here long enough. Yeah, I probably will switch over there. Yeah. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, almost 3 hours. Yeah. Well, I mean, we can end it. I mean, we got 7 people watching. I guess the people, they're enjoying our conversation.
Yeah.
That's what usually happens,
Yeah.
Are you at work?
No. I'm at home.
Oh, okay. Oh, you work from home. Lucky you.
Yeah.
Freedom!
Yeah, man. Let me see. Oh. What the hell?
Hey, hopefully nothing bad news concerning the election.
Yeah, you might have that problem, sir.
Oh, wait. Biden won Pennsylvania?
No, I think hold on. Let me see. I'm looking. I just saw something. I don't know if I don't. It looks like see, I'm gonna have to go to my computer and look at this because somebody just said something about Biden just took Georgia. I don't know how true this is. Hmm. Let's see. Hello? Are you still there?
Oh yeah, sorry, I was on mute. I was saying yeah, I just saw that they haven't declared yet, but they're saying that Biden is leading Trump in Georgia. He's leading him by 1,000 points, and it's on 99%. They're still counting, yeah. And Nevada, uh, it's still 84% reporting, and Biden is leading Trump by almost what 10,000 was it? No. Yeah, I'll say no. Okay, about I'll say how many? About 12,000 votes. About 12,000. Pennsylvania, yeah, that I'm telling you, something is fishy. All three states that Donald Trump was leading by a large margin, Biden caught up to all of them.
Yeah, you know what that is, man.
Yeah,
Look,
we all know.
Look, here's the thing. Because people, now you got these people talking about some America has spoken. No, America, because if that was the case, if America has spoken, we wouldn't have this problem right now. The fact is, there's video out there. It's multiple, what you call that? You got people, um, a lot of folks jumped ship after 2016. Okay, now let's do some numbers here. You had more. He had more support with 18% of black males voted for him this time,
Yeah,
which was like, I want to say, was it double or was it like three times what it was before?
yeah, yeah. Before, yeah, he basically he broke a record.
Mm-hmm. So he had them. Then he also had what's the other demographics? He had
Hispanics, yeah, he got more Hispanics this time too.
yep, Hispanics. Um, even like Jewish people.
Yeah.
Yeah, even Muslims. Like
Yeah,
a lot of those groups that they was trying to say that he had a problem with
yeah. And you know
all through
what's
the
funny?
lines.
Trump is Jewish. His father is.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So like, how can he be against himself? That's dumb.
Yeah, but you know, that's the thing is these people don't realize it again. That's why I say these fools don't understand what's about to happen. And like I don't like I don't unfriend people. Only time you get unfriended on with me with the Facebook stuff is when you doing like when you saying foul shit. Like, when he like for example, when he caught COVID, right?
Yeah.
I was seeing people sitting here wishing death upon him and was like,
And
Lord,
the
please.
same people who are doing that, they will ask you to be tolerant.
See what I'm saying? And see those type of people, I said, no, I don't even want you on my friends list. I don't even want to communicate because like stuff like that. I don't care how much you dislike somebody, but the fact that y'all wishing ill will on someone, I say that is somebody I don't want to be associated with. That's somebody I don't want to be around because that's a very toxic trait.
Yeah.
It's a very toxic trait. And the fact of the matter is, you know, people don't understand when people show that they do stuff like that. That's someone you don't want to be around because when
Yeah.
they don't like you, they
They
gonna
will do the same thing.
yeah. You just see how they are with other people, and that'll let you know how you know, but these be the same ones that are running around here, you know, talking about how godly they are and all this crap. And I'm like, look,
Hypocrites.
exactly. I say, and this is why people don't take y'all serious because I don't care what the situation is. I don't like Biden. I don't like Kamala, but I ain't wishing nothing ill on them. You know, I had to actually tell it was a friend of mine I went to school with who made a post. This is back when Trump was trying to make the peace deal with Kim Jong Un and
Yeah.
with North and South Korea or whatnot. And the person was like, "Oh yeah, if he nuke us, we could give them the address to the White House and he could nuke us." You know, because I wish I can get, I wish I could ice the president or whatever. And like I'm seeing this, and I'm like, so I had to call the person. I said, you might want to take that post down. Oh, why do I need to take it down? I said, do you understand part of what you said in this post is semi-threatening to the president? I say, Secret Service get a hold of this and they're gonna knock on your door. This damn idiot gonna tell me, oh, they could come to my house. I'll invite them in. But I said, you know what? You say that now until they show up. I say,
Yeah.
you think your shit is in shambles now. Do some crap like that. You will never be able to get a freaking good job nowhere. If you
And not only that, guess what? You know how some people they put their Facebook on private, right?
Mhm.
Us regular folks, we can't see it, right? But guess what? Companies, Facebook gives them full access. I learned that when I started truck driving. What the trainer was like, he said, just because you put your profile on private doesn't mean we can't see it. And
Right.
he basically just looked at us and winked. He said, we see everything. They're like, so when we do background checks, it's not just, like the background check system. We go in your social profile too. We go check everything. We want to see who you are. Because they understand that social media is where most people are, quote unquote, themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. And like I told her, I said, if you try to get anything, any like federal positions, and you just put some crap like that out there, you
Yeah, and
just ruin.
Facebook is CIA. So
Yeah.
guess what? Even if they erase that, guess what? It's already record.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's
It's
never going away.
yeah. Yeah. Like when like messages and stuff, there's a way to there's a way to get those.
Because it goes on a server. It goes on a server.
Yep.
Notice whenever you send something, it updates, right? It
Hmm.
updates. Well, when it updates, guess what happens? It gets registered or recorded into the hard drive, or So even if you delete it, yeah, you delete it from your part, but that doesn't mean it's deleted on their end.
Hmm. Wow. This crap finna go. Yeah, this crap going to court.
Yeah. Look, bro, everybody can see it. Everybody can see it. Trump was leading way ahead. No questions asked. And then bam. And guess what? It's not just like I could understand if you're just one state. No, all four of them. Nah, something's fishy.
Hmm.
That's what we shall see. I already know a lot of people are already started to celebrate. They're probably like, oh, it's going down. Trump is getting out. I'm like, guess what? Once they take it to court, we won't know till next year. We won't know who's gonna be president till next year. I'm
Hmm.
telling you, bro. Like something in my gut, it's been telling me they're gonna cancel the election and Trump is gonna stay. And you know what's gonna happen? Congress and Senate, right? They're gonna be like, oh, we need to do something about this. Trump here, Valley. You know what's gonna happen? Oh, watch this. This is what's gonna settle it. You know what's gonna settle it? The Electoral College. Because their vote is final, right?
Yep.
Right?
Hmm.
So if they pick Trump over Biden, guess what happens? Okay, Biden wins the popular vote, but the Electoral College says, nah, we don't want him. He's a cheater.
Hmm.
So this is This is a crazy year, man.
Man,
Crazy
hey,
year.
this crap. This is look 20. Like I told a friend of mine the other day, this year is going. This year is going to be. They're gonna make movies about this year. They're gonna put this in the history books.
Okay. You want me to open the back or? Okay. Sorry. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, this year gonna be in the. Yeah, this year gonna be in the. It's gonna be in the.
Hall of Fame.
Yeah, in the history books.
2020.
Yeah.
The year the election got canceled.
Oh yeah.
Bro, like I'll put it this way,
like
right?
remember the Bush and Gore thing? It's gonna be a part 2 of that. And see, a lot of these
It's gonna be
dummies
worse
don't
than that.
understand it. Yep.
It's gonna
They
be
talking
worse
about,
than
it ain't
that.
gonna hold up in there. I say, watch. Y'all say y'all in y'all feelings because y'all not thinking. And see,
Oh, you're welcome.
that's another thing. A lot of these people, that guy that was yelling, you know, this is why, like, before I jump on these panels, I like to kind of watch them and see how people interact with each other. So that way, if I can jump on and I know I'm sharing space with somebody, I might get on there. I don't got time for that chaos. You know what I mean? That's why, like, I rock with I've been rocking with Fantastic. Oh, that's another one in the Manosphere I listen to too. Bernard.
Good to
O'Reilly.
go? Yes, sir. Thank you.
What's his name? Bernard Riley. I listen to him too.
Yeah, Bernard is cool too. Yeah.
Yeah, Bernard Riley, Obsidian. Let me see. Yeah, so I'm familiar with a lot of these Manosphere people.
Yeah.
Like
To
said,
me, I feel like everybody has
the
the strong suit. Everybody has the talents.
Yeah, that's how I found. I think you was in one of the chats or whatever, and I think I clicked on your because you was on a panel, but I think you commented in a chat too, and then I was like, let's see what, because you was saying some stuff that I was like, yeah, this cat making sense, and I went to the channel and I subscribed to it, so I've been seeing you've been doing like these 6-7 hour streams.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I don't want to watch all this stuff at once because then I'm gonna end up having anxiety.
Yeah, and you know, if it's too good, you're gonna end up getting stuck in, and that's what happened. Like me being a truck driver, there are a lot of streams that I have to catch up if I miss it live.
Yeah.
You know, so like for example, if I miss Kuda's live, guess what I do? I watch all of it happen. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss it. So it's like there's so much content in that sphere. The YouTube is my TV or my radio because I usually so most of the time drop my last delivery, and now I'm about to go back to my final destination, and I'm done for the day, going home. I was scheduled to be off at like 1, but looks like I'm gonna be going home around 10.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like right now it's 9:25. So where I'm going at, it's about an hour. So that will be around 11. By 11, I'm free.
Oh yeah, so you not that's right around the corner.
Yeah.
It's still early. It's only 9.
Yeah, it's very early. I'm actually shocked. I thought it was gonna take me a while, but I'm like, no, today is a good day. Maybe because it's an election. You know? And even though I was here talking to some of the people, like it looks like most people don't really care about the election. Everything is normal, Most people don't care. Only a few people, like us who are talking about it and stuff like that. But most Americans, like I know for some foreigners, they're probably like, oh man, Americans are gonna kill each other. No, I'm like, nah. The only way Americans are gonna get really mad is fraud. That's when Americans are gonna get mad. And that's what I say. I don't care if you are pro Biden or whatever. If if you realize there has been fraud, you should be mad because guess what? You won't want Trump to be caught being fraudulent, right? So hey, if your candidate is caught or their team is caught cheating, you should be you should be very vocal about it because you're an American. You know,
Right.
that's how I'm looking at it. America,
Yeah. Well, what people don't realize,
America.
you about to see the end of America as you know it if you
Yep,
ain't careful.
it's the end of the world as we know it, but I feel fine.
Hmm.
Yeah, we should be blasting that song. It's the end of the world as we know it.
You know, now
I
this
love
is
that
what though.
song.
This is what sounds crazy to me. Now, ain't no way in hell, dude. Georgia has never been blue in like what 40 something years.
Blue. And only that, bro, and only that, check this out. How in the hell are you going to have votes coming from Atlanta to change the whole game where the rest of Georgia went red? That don't make no sense.
Yeah.
That's why I say, man, they're playing us. They're playing with our minds, man.
Yep.
Remember when Trump said stop the vote? Why? Because he was leading. I'm telling you, they're gonna cancel this thing. They will.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, man, I'm going. My prediction might come true, and if my
Mm-hmm.
prediction comes true, bro, I, I'm not ready for the attention. I'm not ready. No. Oh man, that would be too much. They're gonna be like fasting, hey! You know. I'm like, oh God, no, 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 no. I didn't say nothing. I said nothing. No. I didn't say anything. You're talking about the wrong person. Me no say. Me no say.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this is. But guess what? The number is still 253, 214. The delegates. So they still haven't called it out yet. Like, man, they're playing with people's minds, man.
Oh, okay, 253.
Yeah. Because they're still waiting for the ballot to count. They basically said we're projecting Biden to win, like he's leading in numbers, so he's projected to win, but they haven't officially mentioned it. But remember, Michigan, Trump wants to contest it because Trump was leading in Michigan and Wisconsin, and then Biden just comes out of nowhere and starts beating him. So we shall see. We shall see.
Wow.
We shall see. That's why I call this stream madness,
Mm-hmm.
election madness. My. I bet you Ramil is still. He's probably what. I didn't get to see the title. What's the title of his stream? I bet
I
you he's
don't
still
know.
talking about the election.
You know what? I don't even know because I seen that a notification showed up on my stuff, but I didn't.
Let me see if I can look at it on YouTube. Let me see. Let me look at my notifications.
He lives in New Zealand. Okay.